Camber desire. Oh. All right, I am the only one in medic right now. I'm not gonna go hang around leaving. I don't want to. Damn, right around the corner. 497 responding to Strawberry Ave. Hello, officer. What happened? Go ahead and check your vitals. Now your vitals look stable. You should have no problem. All right, I'm gonna issue some pain relief. Should help you when you're back on your feet. All right, you got a couple of injuries to your body and left arm. Let me take care of that. Wrap that with a bandage. Let's get you back up on your feet. 3, 2, 1. All right, hello, officer. Code 4, Strawberry Ave, 1 revived on scene. Yes, he's in his head. Probably shouldn't leave him there. Good morning, Kosh. Good morning, Trevor. Good morning, Neil. Probably shouldn't leave him there because he might get run over. But one of the rules is you're not allowed to have anyone in your car, and that includes officers unless asked. So if the officer asks me to take him to the station, I can. But if he doesn't, then I can't. There's a reason that rule is in effect. I'm not going to go into it because it's a very long story, but it has a lot to do with things that happened with the previous directors of EMS and PD. Let's just say they were not fans of each other. I remember hour-long arguments over the radio, like just praying over the radio. All right, so is anything open? Let's take care of those next. Up. Oh. 497 responding to Lindsay Circus. All right. It's already... This is how it was before when I was on medic. It was most of the time it was me, and it's great because you're busy. I was constantly running. Just gotta remember to turn your siren off because it is kind of loud. All right, sir. Let's go ahead and see what's wrong. Oh, I should be able to pick you up. These vitals look pretty good.
Blood pressure look good.
All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of pain medicine. Should take the edge right off.
I got
All right, looks like you hit your head on the way down. I'll get you a little band-aid on that.
I got some link. Can that help?
All right, we're gonna get you up back on your feet in about 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day, sir. I have to go. .497 code 4 Lindsay Circus, 1 revived on scene. Now I didn't have to, but he's talking while dead, which is not something you're supposed to do. So I don't want to entertain him. If I just leave, he won't do it. But yeah, when you're on the ground, they don't, like Redline will mute you. You can't talk. But here, you still can. So you're not supposed, and I can't be like you're not supposed to talk while dead because it's kind of OOC. So I'll just be like, hey, I gotta go, and pretend like there's a call. It's better to avoid an OOC argument than to let one, like, blow up for nothing. So far, 2 calls within 5 minutes. Keep them coming. Oh, still attached to it. This is where I used to sit when I was by myself, because it's right here. If I need to go north, the interstate's right there. If I need to go across the city, the interstate's right there. You know, it's a good junction place. All right, figure this out while I'm doing this. Okay, that's done. Okay, so did I get? Yeah, okay, I have enough medicine. I need to get some more med kits. Probably after my next run. I like to keep about 30 to 50. Whenever it gets like 15, I consider that very low. Because if a gang war was to pop up and say like 5 cops, 5 gang members, that's easily 10 to 15 med kits right there. Like, they go so quick. You don't realize. You know what? Lock the door. While waiting for my next call. That's not what I wanted to do. Open up. You have to do it like this. That's the only thing. I wish you could just like ... and select how many. You have to give one at a time. So one day I was talking to a friend who was on EMS as well, and I collected 200 med kits at one time. My pockets were full up. Just sit here and... hopefully no one runs you over by mistake trying to do something. It happens. How many do I have? 37, we get 3 more. I don't like this new zoom in feature. Not my favorite thing, but I mean, it is what it is. Because it's hooked to the same button as my siren. Seatbelts on. Vehicle's locked. I have plenty of gas. I mean, I really guess I don't need the car running. I could just save gas, turn off my lights, and just sit here for a minute. You should have seen the city during Halloween and Christmas. They put decorations in. There was giant skeletons hanging from those buildings, like King Kong-sized skeletons hanging from the building. I don't think I'd have photos. Yeah. Oh, who's this? Let's see. That's Clark. I know that guy. I don't know him anymore, and I have no idea who that is. But I used to take photos in this city. Some of Arya's photos are really good. Like, really good. .497 responding to Elgin Ave. And I almost, this is Legion, I almost just hit that motorbiker.
I'm not that good, bro.
You miss it. You miss it.
Hello, sir. Let's see what's happened to you today. He's gonna have to be rushed to the hospital. But go ahead and get you sent off, sir.
No.
Can I get a med kit, please?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, there you go. All right, y'all have a nice day.
You too.
.497 code 4 Elgin Avenue, one rush to the hospital. This system for EMS is so much easier than having to write reports, having to, I get why they want to write reports. I get why they want that. The legal system here, there is a DOJ, but there's no, lawsuits. What it is there's 10 people in this city. It's called Most Wanted. There's 10 people in the city every month that get the Most Wanted label. And the police get a huge bonus if they catch one of the 10 people. So the DOJ is there when they catch the Most Wanted to basically try them for their crimes. That's when the DOJ convenes. But regular lawsuits, it happens, but not often. Not at all. But the DOJ, what it does is they sentence the person to prison, and then from City Hall, which is right here, to the prison, they take him by a prison bus, and it gives the entire city the opportunity to break them out of the prison bus. A gang can go try to break the person out. If they're a member of their gang, they can go to war with the cops while they're being transported to prison. But in Redline, lawsuits happen a lot, and if you need this is what happened, you need a medical report. So I get why there's medical reports in Redline. It's for DOJ purposes. Yep, that's the same place I just was. 497 responding Elgin Ave. This is not the same place I was. This is not Legion. Oh. Thank you, Nicholas. Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the farm. This is Legion. Pretty much where I was. It's Legion Kirsten.
I have no proof of that.
Hello, officer. Is this a suspect?
What the fuck did you
No.
do that for?
Okay. He's gonna have. Oh, nope. We can pick him up. He almost had to be rushed.
What is his BPM? Let me see.
43.
What the fuck?
Oh wow, son, you can't make this shit up, huh? Oh wow, son.
All right, let's go ahead and get you up. Thank you, Nicholas.
That bike cannot go on top of things.
All right, we're gonna get you back on your feet.
Don't L-tap no more, by the way.
Bend me over.
Don't L-tap
3,
again.
2, 1.
Thank you, EMS.
No problem, no problem.
You might have to provide the tool to in a great car right now, and
Yeah. EMS, I think this guy needs help.
Oh shit!
I know her. I know that boy.
Oh, he died.
He's definitely dead. Yeah, I knew he was gonna die from that.
I know that voice.
Wrong angle.
All right, sir. No need to ask what happened.
That is funny, bro.
I'm gonna have to send you to Sandy Shores.
Damn.
No, I'm just joking. Let's get you some medicine. We'll get you back on your feet.
Nah, the fact that stop hitting the yard. That is kind of crazy.
Can I get another patch,
All right.
please?
Yeah.
Someone to beat
Give me a
up.
second. I can hear an echo too this time though, so it's not the system. All right, get you back on your feet. 3, 2,
I ain't gonna
1.
lie, yo, Ray, I need to talk to you again. What am I on, bro? Come on.
What do you need, folks?
Come here, bro. I need to talk to you, real
Alright.
shit, bro. Come here. Let me talk to you, bro. Yo, watch out, bro. Come
There you go. No problem.
Trying to
Trying
show
to
your
rob
bank
me.
account?
I know her voice. I don't know that character, but I probably don't know her. I probably didn't know her in MW, but I know that voice. It sounds so familiar. All right, let me check for the echo. Let me see if it's something on my end. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's gunshots, so I can't, oh, hold on, there's somewhere else. Nope. See, with them shooting, I can't respond. I want to let them know that I'm here, but that I can't respond. Is it still echoing? Yeah, some players do generate an echo. I will say that. Okay. Now, they all know that I can't go over there because of shooting. This isn't something, you know, new. Here come the police, so we'll inch up with the police coming. Oh.
Third eye.
Pants, bro. Wear some pants.
Sir,
Come on, man.
sir, stop running. I'm sorry, stop running.
Oh, what about him?
Yeah, arrest him.
Yo, he just punched you.
Sir, why are you running?
Easy.
Damn, what did he do?
What's up, shorty? What's up,
Wait, what
shorty?
did he
Oh,
do?
damn.
Oh,
What
geez,
happened
I didn't know
here?
that she died.
All right, you're going to be rushed to the hospital. They're going to fix you up.
Oh, no.
They keep karate chopping.
All
Oh,
right,
he's
man.
fried. He's going to check.
Let's go ahead and check your vitals out.
Oh, there goes Prestige.
Well, of course that's
All
prestige,
right.
bro.
Let me give you a little pain relief. Take the edge off. Have you back on your feet in a few seconds.
What does that do prestige?
Got some
not going to
bruising.
jail?
Let me go ahead and clean that up. Give you a Hello Kitty Band-Aid. Have you back on your feet. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Okay, they're tasing they arrested, they're tasing somebody. So I'm gonna sit here for a second, but I'm gonna hide out behind the car. It is 7:52 for me as well. AM for me. Okay, AM, you said AM. Somewhere at 7:52 PM. All right, somebody's burning out. This guy keeps trying to, oh, there we go. The police can tackle here. Anyone can tackle in this city. You have to know how to do it. Anyone as SpaceX IPOs this morning. Oh, hey. I try. Oh, they got him in cuffs. Did he escape? They hit him again. Did they kill him? Did they just kill him? No, he's just knocked out. Yeah, he's knocked out, but they got him in cuffs. Oh, they tased him again. He's trying to get in that car. That car is they're trying to put him in that car.
Yo, why is there so many blueberries? God damn.
Blueberry, okay, is a term you'll hear. A blueberry is a cop in blue. They're training. They're like the lowest rank. So everyone calls them blueberries. All right, so they're done here. We're gonna get in the car. We're gonna drive. 497 towed for Vespucci, 2 revived on scene. I know one
Might as well
rushed.
stay here. I'm gonna do some more jumps.
Okay, I'll stay in the area. I will stay in the area, but I'm just gonna go over here. I'm the only one. See, this is how it was before. Like, I was constantly busy, even at 6 in the morning. I was still running back and forth. This is another place I'd like to come hang out. Nobody finds you here. Like, the only people that would find you here is other EMS. Yep, they're green. We'd like to wash, but probably should do some work. You could do both. Yeah. So, I'm going to apply to Echo again. I was rejected yesterday, y'all all know that. I'm going to apply again, but I'm taking Aria in a different way. Like I said before, it's not going to be this Aria. This Aria is still Redline Aria. Most Wanted and Redline Aria are the same person. Okay? Because we came over here from Redline when Redline was down for maintenance one time. You hurt me. So, Aria, I don't know if she'll be deaf. She might be hard of hearing. That way I don't have to do the hearing aids. It's still probably going to be... I don't know if she's even going to have green hair, to be honest. There's no reason to unless she wants it. Okay, we have another EMR on. So now there's 2 of us. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a call, and then I'm going to let him take a call. And that's how I try to do it. But you got some EMRs that just want every single call. So the next call that comes up, I'll probably let him take, because I've done 5 so far. But Aria is probably... I'm not going to say she's not interested in crime, but it's not her driving focus. Because if they all want to do crime, then we can all do crime. But she's going to be a photographer. That's going to be her main thing, is digital art and photography. I'm going to probably keep the backstory intact about the explosion. That way it can be the hard of hearing can be explained. I don't know. I might still make her deaf, because that is a central focus of her character. I need to get out of here so I can see the map. They don't have car washes here, do they? No. You have to repair the vehicle, and repairing the vehicle just takes $1,000, I think. Blueberries are green. Yep. But yep, if you hear him say the term blueberry, it's a trainee. I think as long as there's one, like, full police, those calls are cleared, my guy. As long as there's, like, one full officer, like, I want to say lieutenant or above, as long as they've done their ride-along training, like, there could be 1 lieutenant and 12 blueberries. As long as there's 1 command officer. But yep, the term blueberry is the lowest totem pole cop. They have to wear the light blue shirts. Let's go drive by Legion again and see if there's still all kind of people there. He's still doing jumps. I think I just watched him wreck.
Try to get in my car, you will get shot.
I'm not gonna try to. I'm just saying. Have a
Hey,
blessed and beautiful
me.
day, all right?
Yo.
I will actually. Now that you.
Hello.
Yeah, shut that shit up.
Okay, bro, that fucking goat mask of yours.
Can I get a help? Can I get a help?
Some morning
I'm
so
all
far.
fucked up. I'm all fucked up, cuz.
Yes.
Had to switch someone down right quick.
Alright. Anybody else need
Thank
one?
you.
Yes, please. Me. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Give me a second.
You trying to hit a where?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
I saw
Pretty dead.
mask first.
Watch out,
Oh
dickhead.
no, we doesn't have enough cops. Where they changed?
Yeah, they changed it.
Thank you.
Alright.
Said BS.
Give me
They
one
said less than
second.
like that.
Gotta get
Screw
another one
like
out my bag.
Yeah,
they're on
okay.
early and have like no one
No, I'm good.
There we go.
Fuck.
Thank you, thank you.
was out here doing fucking
No problem.
wheelies in a ped cart, cuz. Damn. I didn't know he can get down like that. My fault, cuz.
The wheelies.
So genuinely, it looks like everybody's over here. so we can hang out in the area. Jack Carter, he's new. I don't know him. I don't know him from the other city. Yeah. We have this orange outfit, and it's gonna be purple. If I get back up to senior paramedic, it'll be purple, and that's like one of my favorite colors, so I'm looking forward to that. He said they had gas pumps over here. I want to see where they are. He said they had gas pumps. It's probably over in that corner. Probably over here. Yep. There they are. We get charged for these, though. I mean, I think we'd have to get charged for it. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Is my spin up yet? Nope, 4 minutes and 25 seconds. This is what you can win. Mystery car, a machine gun blueprint. That's the car I won. That red car. 2 guns, which this one has a laser beam on it, like a laser scope. You can aim, this one doesn't. And then med kits are pointless for a medic. This is the worst thing a medic can get, because we get them for free anyway. But it's happened plenty of times, let me tell you. They have a trash and searching system in here. Like, you can search the trash. And it'll pull up, see a repair kit, laptop, and a water. You know what, I'll take the water. You know, that's free water. But you can get regular cash. You know what, hell with it. I got a minute and a half. See what this one has. Lockpick, copper, and a laptop. I don't need any of that. But, you can get money, you can get dirty money, you can get jewelry, you can pawn. Like, Ari probably already has 500,000 in dirty cash, which, when you wash the cash, it takes 10% off the top. So I spent, like...
worrying about calling out calls, since it's just the two of us, or...?
I mean, I do it just to get in the habit of doing it, but Legion is where every call's come from so far.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, I would say yes to calls so that we don't try to respond to the same call.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure just in case, because I don't want to be annoying calling it out if it's...
Yeah, I say yes. You want to get in that habit. You don't want to go...
That's understandable that they're coming from Legion.
Yeah, he's in Legion now. Yep, he's in Legion. Let me take this marker off. And of course, somebody else pops on and all the calls stop. Believe me, they'll start. A guy gave me a necklace and a drawing. I think he told me to sell it in the pawn shop and clean the money. Still need to check. Oh, okay. You know what? I can do this because I know. And it's not Redline, and MW doesn't know I'm streaming MW. Like, no one in here except Christy and Gracie and, like, maybe Clark. No, not even Clark, I don't think. Jake, maybe. They might know that but they don't know when I'm streaming. But, I can shout out. Want to wash a lot of money until you have the money. Like, back in the day, you used to be able to wash 291,000, some random number, until your pockets are full of weight. That was the thing. Once your pockets filled up, you couldn't take no more. But now you can put it in there, go to your car, and get more and put it in there. But the last time I was here... Let me pull over. You had to go to a laundromat. And the laundromat used to be... I guess they moved it. Let's see. I know there's one up here. I saw it. laundromat. This is where you have to go. You're gonna buy a wash token, and then you come up here, put your money in the washing machine. It takes about an hour. Hello.
Hey, I'm new to the city. I was wondering if you know any spots where you get some good food. I'm kind of stressed out.
You go to Legion right now. There's a ton of people there, and I guarantee you they'd be able to help you out. There's no restaurants open right now, though.
Damn. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say go to Legion. There's a ton of people there.
All right, bet. Thank you. You
All
probably
right, no
couldn't give me a
problem. Have a
ride
good
if I gave you some money, huh?
No, I can't have civilians in the car. It's against EMS
All
rules.
right, understandable. You have a
All
good
right,
one.
have a good day. Yep, you want to go to the laundromat, put your money in there, buy the token. But I would wait. I would just go search the dumpsters. I'll show you the place I go to search the dumpsters. Is the same place I do trash in Redline, actually. Whenever I'm searching dumpsters, I'll come over here. As there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 in this one block. And then if you go by where Bob's Burgers was, that alley across the street where they do trash, you can also, those are the two places I go. And usually I'll clear about 150K in dirty money with all the jewelry and paintings and stuff like that. Yeah, no, if I could give people rides, I would. Like, they have a guy in here, his name is Metal. Okay, that is not his name in the city, it's his username. He's their lead car developer. Like, he's their Havoc for cars. And he applied to Redline, got accepted, played for a few days, and just said it wasn't the vibe for him. Which I understand, it's not for everyone. But he's basically in charge of Blaine County PD. So he let me and Grace, when it was our like second or third week, he let us do a ride along with him, and we got shot and killed like 3 times. Like, they went into a gang hideout, and we were in the back of the car, and the gang didn't know, so they just saw 2 people's heads, and they just executed us. It was funny. It wasn't like, it was funny. It wasn't like, getting mad. It was like, they were like, uh-oh, these aren't cops. But no, PD and EMS are not supposed to have anyone in your car unless you're like the director. Because what are they going to do? It'd be like if Ty and Smitty decided to let people ride with them. Who's going to tell them? I don't know. I understood everything Gramps said. Hey, BB Wolf, I understand everything Gramps said yesterday, and he's got a point. Something needs to be addressed. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know what it is either. If I had the answer to how to make it better, I would have told them. But if we're in like a wait and see period at Redline, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I thought about doing the other day just to do it? I'd have got arrested, though. Was trying to do the house robbery at Michael's house. Just to do it. Yep, this is Sierra's voice. Whenever I'm Sierra, this is the voice. It's V from Cyberpunk. If you play V, the female version from Cyberpunk, this is the voice. I want to be differential. I don't want to be this. Back when I started, I was using a different program. And the program I was using, it was okay. But it was made more for, like, battle effects. More than it was voice changer. Like, it wasn't meant... I don't think it was meant for RP. So I ended up just using the same voice for both characters. But this one is more focused on RP and podcasts and things of that nature. So I said, hell with it. I actually have 6 voices I've made so far. two of them. One of them sounds almost like Arya. Like, it's close. I didn't really care for it, but I haven't deleted it. Another one is like a very deeper female. And then I have two male characters, just in case I ever wanted to do that. I thought about it. I thought about bringing back a character from Fallout that I used to play. Yeah, eventually it will. Eventually, there'll just be one person reading from a script, and they'll just be changing the voices. It's gonna happen. It'll be way cheaper. You know, you just buy the program once, and then pay one actor to do the whole thing. Oh, I'm surprised The Simpsons aren't trying to do that. Just do voice cloning. So I do have some bad news I found out yesterday. Not like bad from... the congenial fandom consensus is that Doctor Who is being canceled. It's just like all the new reports coming out. Yep, yeah, that's 100%. BD Wolf, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the first completely AI-generated, talked, everything movie. Like, I'm talking hour-and-a-half movie. It's going to happen. But, Who is... They canceled the Christmas special. There's no work being done on it. So, I mean, it went for 20 years again. It initially ran from 63 to 87. That's a good bit. That's 25 years. And then this one ran for 20 years. So, I mean, 45 years for a science fiction show is not bad. There's not a lot of TV shows that can say they ran for 45 years. And it'll come back. It's a staple in British culture. Like, British culture is known. Doctor Who is a known British culture. So it'll come back, but it'll be wild. Yep. Yeah. They fell victim to the writers put their own ideas into the show. And for a science fiction show, you can't base it in stuff that's happening right now. Like, you know, they never should have had one episode that took place in the present. It should have all been in the past or the future. It's a science fiction show, not a documentary. But it makes me sad because I love Doctor Who. That's a show very nostalgic for me. Alright, now there's nothing coming in. So what I'm thinking is that guy that got arrested, he was the one doing all the shooting, the punching, and all that. And now that he's in jail, everybody's just kind of hanging out. Did he go to jail? Let's see. Yeah, reckless driving and hit and run. Yeah, you can see what people go for jail in here. Like, when they go to jail, you can see what they went to jail for and how long. You know what? Yeah. Scream was, yeah. I remember the first one was like, everybody was talking great about it. And then the second one came out like, okay, you know, let's see. And then by the third one, everybody's like, what is this? What are y'all doing? Let's see. I always look at the motorcycles. I think I've done that in here, though. I might buy the glow bike. I don't know. Not for, I'd buy it for Ari. Let's see. That's El Rancho?
En route to Rancho Boulevard.
I better get back in my car if another call comes in. That's right here, though, isn't it? I hear his siren. Yeah, El Rancho is... Well, no. Where is El Rancho? Which way is he headed? Down here? Up over here. El Rancho, right here. Okay. Sierra doesn't want another car. Sierra is trying to be my realistic RP. And, okay, I thought my tire just popped. She has one car, one motorcycle, and a project car. That's it. She's not getting any more. Because realistically, a medic, you know, somebody who's like an EMT is not going to be big balling with 30 different cars. You know? And this isn't a car-centric city. It has a lot of them. Oh, we had to spin my wheel, too. Forgot about that. Money. Yep, 8,000. Yeah, I'll take it. That's 8,000 I didn't have before. That pays for my gas for quite a few times. Quite a few trips. Their garbage job is like you have to go pick up dumpsters, like in real life dumpster trash, like pull it up, pick it up, dump it in the back. And every time you do it, they put you in a gang block. And back in the day, they had one obnoxious gang. And every time you go on there to do trash, they'd like shoot your tires and all that. And it's just like, bro, there's no need. Okay, let's see. Block the door and with all those people in Legion, I have to make sure my door's locked. I'm not too sure I like these tires. I get what they were going for, but I'm not quite sure if I like it. I don't think it makes the car go any faster. Might, though. But yeah, there's a ton of movies, BD, that should not have sequels. I will agree with you. In horror movies, there are some that have just run their course. You know, like they're not really... It's been done. You see the twist. You just like... Oh. 497 responding Strawberry Ab. I know he's not going to shoot at me, but I have to. He's running away. Okay, I can go now because I know what's going on. Is the scene still going? Or is he just shooting people?
This guy in the car is the one who ran me over, so mate.
Shut your bitch ass up, boy, nigga. Oh, oh, nigga, just stop that nigga chin.
Alright, let's go ahead and check your vitals. Well, I saw someone shooting, but they were running away.
Alright, he's dead.
Yep, he got hit by a car.
Yeah, the douchebag down there.
Alright.
Running people over. He's about
Go ahead and, Alright, get you back on your feet. 3, 2, 1.
Whew! Thank you very much.
There we go. Is he dead? Did you shoot and kill him?
Dead. Oh, absolutely.
Where is he?
I appreciate that, homie. You see that car down there?
Sidewalk.
Okay, gotcha. 497, code 4, Strawberry Ave, one revived
I don't
on
know what
scene.
that guy's problem was, man.
Ignore that Strawberry Avenue, the call that just came in. We're gonna, if he's running people over, I'm not, oh, he stopped at least.
No, he doesn't.
Damn, my car was unlocked.
That's what I was thinking.
He's dead down there now.
497 responding, Adams Apple Boulevard. All right, sir. Let me guess. Motorcycle accident? All right. Ooh, you got a lot of road rash here. Let's go ahead and get you cleaned up. Give you a little pain medicine, take the edge off.
Karma at its finest.
All right, let's go ahead. Wrap those wounds up, clean them out, get a bandage on them. True. True, BB Wolf. All right, we're gonna have you back on your feet and back on your bike in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, miss.
No problem. Yep, yeah, and they remake them. Who wants to see the same movie? Yeah. There's 2 movies that I know of that won't be remade. Not because Hollywood doesn't want to, but because the people who own part of the rights won't let them. Now, that can change in a second. No, God, he went to a cop shooting. 497 Toad 4, Strawberry App, 1 revived on scene. A lot of people have come to, like, if you go look it up, they were talking about remaking The Princess Bride, and the internet told them if they do, we will make sure your company will go bankrupt. Is he going back? Yeah, he's going back. But they said that if they remade The Princess Bride, that they're gonna make sure your company makes no money. They're gonna make sure we're not gonna see any of your other movies. And then Michael J. Fox will not let them remake Back to the Future. He owns part of the rights now, and he said no. As long as he's alive, there will never be a remake of Back to the Future. I can only imagine if they remade Back to the Future what Martha McFly, probably wouldn't even be called McFly, probably just be some like Martha Fly. Yeah, so basically the fandom got together and said, if you remake Princess Bride, we riot. And then Michael J. Fox said, we're not going to, you're not going to remake that. Not while I'm here. Robin Williams was a big supporter of that too. He didn't want his films remade. Robin Williams was like, why? You know, we've already done this. We need to move on. We need to have fresh ideas. But all it is a bunch of, the problem is there's only 4 basic base stories. Okay? You have your comedy, which was, oh, I forgot the first comedy. Plato's Tragedy. I'm not sure. You basically have the Count of Monte Cristo, which is just your basic revenge plot. You have your Cinderella, which is, you know, the damsel in distress action adventure. Your comedy and your horror. So after a while, with thousands of ideas coming out over the course of our history, eventually they're gonna have to repeat some stories. Eventually they're going to have to repeat some stories. And that is where the problem comes. Because a lot of times, I've seen a remake or 2 that's not better than the original, but just as good. Right? I've seen them. But a lot of times, the movies, when they were made, were made for their time period. They weren't made to be updated. They don't work in today's modern audience because anything that was good in the 80s was redone in the 90s. Anything that was good in the 90s was redone in the 2000s. And so now they're trying to remake stuff that have already been based off of something else. So you're just diluting it every single time. And then now the big thing is making sequels to movies that are like 20 years old, like Happy Gilmore 2. Why? Like, I will say this, Marvel, they make good movies, but they all follow the same formula. Right? Each character, but they know how to make characters. They know how to give a character personality. But they all follow the same exact formula. Now, the DC universe, they didn't know how to build characters. Their character building was like a 5-minute explanation of the character, and then let's get into the action. And that's why I don't think the DC movies did as good as Marvel. We totally need another Romeo and Juliet. Yep. I think Leonardo DiCaprio might complain about that. If they remade that movie, he probably would play the dad. He could probably play one of the fathers. I remember there was talks about remaking Demolition Man, and people were like, why? It wasn't that good of a film when it came out. You know, and I think the reason they stopped that was because of the Running Man. I didn't mind the new Running Man because it was a different story. It didn't follow, you know, I like that it wasn't just the same. Batman and Superman and DC, yeah, I'll agree with you. WWE wrestlers, I will say this, I know that WWE is basically male ballet, but they have to be able to get on the mic, they have to be able to act. If you can't do that, you're not gonna make it. The Big Show had a Netflix TV show. The Big Show or something like that. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna let him take that one if he wants it. Is he on a call already? No? Where is this one? He might be responding to this one. Let's see, is he going there? No, he's going to MRPD. Oh, he's giving police rides. He was giving the cops rides back to the station.
Sorry about that. I ended up having to go for a swim. 208 and round to Power Street.
No problem. I'm gonna check up, you check down. Up, I see the motorbike up here at the top. He might, no, he's up here. He's on the up ramp.
You got him?
Yeah, I got him. I've helped him a couple of times already.
Perfect.
All right, once again, from the top.
No, 2 officers ended up having to jump in the water for a suspect, and they ended up
All right,
drowning.
your vitals look good. Should have you back up on your feet. No need to ask. I see the motorcycle. Hey, keep practicing, though. I'm here all morning. Keep practicing. You can only get better. Let's go ahead and clean up this road rash. Got a little bump on your head. All right, get you back on your feet. 3, 2, 1.
I swear to God, this is fucked up. I appreciate you, bro. This is...
Yeah,
You got
practicing.
any fucking call that you get, bro, is gonna be me. I swear to God, this shit is fucked up.
Well, there's so
Yeah, appreciate you.
Officer, that's what's stuttering it. For some reason, police siren. There we go. 497 code 4 Power Street, 1 revived on scene. That's not the last time we'll see that guy either. I think that's the 4th time I've helped him up. I know it's at least the 3rd. That's at least the 3rd. Absolute Batman is a unit that makes no sense. Comics have been struggling for new content, so it makes sense. Downstream movies with show. Yeah, well, I don't know. They were supposed to be, like, I remember Guardians of the Galaxy. People were like, who are these people? I've never even heard of them. This movie's gonna flop. And it was one of their best movies of all time. And then here comes DC, not about a year later. Here's the Suicide Squad. It's our version of Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was horrible. I think Suicide Squad was horrible. If you loved it, hey, you're entitled to your opinion, and don't let anyone ever tell you you're wrong. But in my opinion, I thought it was just bad. It had bad pacing. Like, it never stopped to let you know what was going on. It just kind of like, okay, we'll throw them into this next scene, and just explosions. But, DC, honestly, I worked at a comic book store. I gotta say Marvel over DC, in my opinion. I do like, some DC characters. There are a lot of DC characters I like. But Marvel overall has, I think, a better character building. DC can build a universe. They can make it make sense. But when it comes to actually building their characters, they rely too much on Batman, Superman, and Green Lantern. Whereas Marvel will just throw a character into the deep end, and, well, if you don't do good, you don't do good. But we by far sold more Marvel than DC at the shop I worked for. I will say this, I knew someone who hated Batman. I mean, hated Batman. And I know a lot of people would be like, how can that be? He's like, it's the most, there he is. He's like, it's the most unrealistic thing. You know, Mythbusters did an episode on Batman. None of the stuff he does could be done. The grappling line, there's not a line strong enough in the world. It can't handle body armor plus his weight plus all the extra stuff. And I know it's a comic book. I get that, you know. They did say that the grappling hook on the Batmobile, how he takes turns, he'll fire, like in the original movie, he'll fire a grappling hook and take a turn. That actually can be done. But coming out of it, you're going to still be skidding. You're not going to be able to just go straight. Well, Batman has his power is being super rich. But Batman, by the best explanation that I've ever had of Batman is he's an emo Tony Stark. Somebody told me that Batman is just an emo Tony Stark. He's over there riding the bike slowly. But, yeah, that was we had a customer come in, and now this customer hated Batman, but loved Robin. The Tim Drake Robin. Loved him, because he was smart, because he didn't fight dumb. He fought smart. Like, he's like, Batman will just always go throw into just fly right in and start attacking. And, he's like the other one, Robin, the Tim Drake. This was who was Robin at the time. I know there's like 12 different Robins now. But, what am I doing? I can repair this for free at the hospital. Is this the hospital that I can use? Mount Zohan? This used to be a police station right here. That used to be in the old days. I'll let him take this one. I don't know. World's greatest detective, yet they never show him actually doing anything detective like in the movies. Like the kid Batman kept in his caves. Yeah. Well, my whole thing with the funniest thing Batman-wise was that one of the customers in there said that he obviously had weird tendencies because his very first sidekick was an underage boy that he made wear hot pants. And while I thought that was funny at the time, I don't think it was Batman's choice. That Robin was used to performing in the Circus Leotard. So I think that's more what it was, is that he was comfortable in that outfit. But it is kind of sus. But, yeah, his favorite character was Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. I remember the name. He hated Hal Jordan. He liked Jon Stewart, didn't care for Guy Gardner. But Kyle Rayner, he would talk about that guy for as long as you could. Kyle Rayner is DC Spider-Man. And no one can argue with me on this. Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, is DC Spider-Man.
It was in fact the motorcycle kid.
But, he got his ring by accident, just like Peter got bit by accident. He used his powers just to show off and do things, and then his girlfriend was killed by a villain, and then he became, the I'm the Green Lantern, I'm for truth, justice. So he has the great responsibility, great power. Yeah, Kyle Rayner, that's what he always said. Kyle Rayner is DC's Spider-Man. It's DC's Peter Parker. But then Deadpool was definitely stolen from Deathshot, Deathpool, or Slade Wilson from like the Teen Titans cartoon. His name is Slade Wilson. Deadpool's name is Wade Wilson. I mean, come on, put 2 and 2 together. Deathstroke? Yeah, I think Deathstroke. That might be the name. But yeah, there's a lot I don't remember about the comic book stuff, but those conversations, he was so passionate about it that he would make jokes during them, so there I remember the names. Like, I couldn't tell you much. Ooh, Luxury Auto's open. I might could go down there and look at the car. I don't want to look at a car with her. Plus, whenever you go to auto shops, they think you're going to buy from them. Like, they think you're coming in there to buy stuff, and I don't like let's fix the Deadpool isn't mechanical in any sense, people know this. Well, he's gonna be in the Marvel Universe. It's guaranteeingly going to happen. It might just be 1 movie, it might be 2, but he's guaranteeingly going to be in the Marvel Universe at some point. If X-Men are being introduced, then he will as well. I just wonder who they're gonna get to play the X-Men. Like, we think, I'm looking on Reddit when I say we think, but the people of Reddit seem to think that the redhead in the Spider-Man movie is gonna be Jean Grey. So, I don't know if that's true. A lot of people are saying that's the actual Mary Jane, but a lot of people think it's gonna be Jean Grey. We'll have to see. Like, I'm trying to think who would play... Yeah, who would play the X-Men? Like, if you had to pick, say, from today's people, who would you pick as Wolverine? It's an interesting choice, because Hugh Jackman's too old for it, I'm sorry, but he's too old to play a Wolverine anymore. Maybe Jared Keeso? He could do it. He has the build for it. He might be too tall, though, if they want to go the short version. Jared Keeso is from a show called Letterkenny and Shoresy. He's also been a hockey player his entire life. So he's Canadian to boot. Yeah, 100% Scythe. 100%. It is. The multiverse stories are just, yeah. Okay, well, you know, we killed, oh, what was his name? Oh, we killed Thanos. So he was a great villain. We need him back. So we'll just bring another one from a different one. You know, this Kang storyline supposedly was going to wrap up all the multiverse stuff. Like, prevent it from happening when it was done. But then Jonathan Majors got into trouble, and they killed that entire thing, and they brought Robert Downey Jr. back. Like, he's Robert Downey Jr., he's Dr. Doom. But is he Dr. Doom, or is he Tony Stark as Dr. Doom? In that universe, right? Is he the Fantastic Four's Dr. Doom? Or is he like Tony Stark that had something happen and now he's Dr. Doom? Wolverine. They had that one time. They had a character that was like Wolverine. It was one of those what if type things, but it's like a character who could lift Thor's hammer. Storm has lifted Thor's hammer. Wonder Woman lifted Thor's hammer. I remember that they had a Marvel versus DC back in the 90s. And Wonder Woman picked up Thor's hammer, had to fight Storm, and said this isn't a fair fight, and threw the hammer to the ground. She's like, I could definitely destroy you with Thor's hammer. And so did Hulk. Did Hulk pick up? Yeah, I think he did. Silver Surfers picked up Thor's hammer. Captain America, of course. There's a couple of more people that did.
Speaking of combat
But, like, what X-Men are they gonna use? You know, the popular ones? If it's the original X-Men, which is what people have been saying, then Wolverine's not gonna even be there. It would be Beast, Iceman, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and who's the last one? Is it? It's not Gambit. Who's the last one? Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman. Not Nightcrawler, not Storm. They came later. Colossus? I think Colossus came later, too. Angel, that's who it is. Warren Worthington III. Yep. Angel. Those were the original 5 X-Men. Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, Angel, and Marvel Girl, which was Jean Grey. I didn't even see that call come up. Let me know if it's our friend again. Hulk is the last living thing in the universe after he kills that AI Iron Man. Huh. I saw a book. Well, I didn't see it. I was told about it. I saw the cover of it. I'm not judging a book by its cover. But, they had a book called Thanos Wins, where apparently he was the last, like, thing in the universe. And he had the Hulk as a pet. I should have read it. They said they said the Ghost Rider in there was hilarious. Like, he's an insane Ghost Rider. But if I still read comics, I'd probably... the one I liked the best was the Fantastic Four. I like the Fantastic Four, the books. I like the movie, too. First Steps, I think. I liked it. 497 responding to Los Santos Freeway. This is up there, y'all. I liked the Fantastic Four movie. I didn't think it was that bad. Is this Polito? Nope. This is up in Sandy. I know a lot of us are comic book people, or like movie people, wrestling people. You know, this is a stretch, right? Cody Rhodes would make a great Angel, as blonde hair, muscular guy. Damian Priest would probably make a great Mr. Sinister. Just he has the look and the just, you know, or maybe Apocalypse. He just has that look of menace about him. Everything after Endgame threw it all away. They should have waited years. Well, they had to. Like the problem.
One patient revived on scene at Mirror Park.
The problem with the Marvel movies, they took it in a way that was just kind of, they were trying to build other brands, and a lot of them just fell flat. Like, I didn't think Externals was that bad of a movie. So where is this guy? Is he in the hospital? Nope. Get in the hospital. Nobody back here. My hamburger. 497 code 4 Los Santos Freeway. No patient found. I'm gonna stay up here. I'm hearing gunshots.
Copy that.
Hey. Alright, there's somebody running. Let's see if that guy's going after him. I don't think he saw him. You know what? I'm gonna get him right here. You can't get in. What I thinking? I think they were gonna try to shoot me. Eternals is still. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Another thing bad about Eternals was they had a giant thing out in the Indian Ocean that was never brought up for like a year and a half. Like, you would think the entire world would be freaking out that some alien was half poked up out of the ocean. But no, it's just like, nah, nobody cared. But they did address it. That's how they brought adamantium into, I tried to watch the new FF. I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes. Yeah, it is a slow, but I like those kind of movies. Those are character-building movies. Yep, see, he's waiting. He's just sitting out there waiting for me to come out. Let me get out of here before the guy decides to try to follow me and shoot me. I think that's his plan. I think he was going to try to kill me. I think he was waiting for me to come up to him to talk, and then he was going to try to shoot me. I could do a DC Injustice live-action mini-series where the actors are WWE wrestlers. You know what? Who would you get to play Superman? Who would be your Superman and Batman out of the WWE? That's the question. Like, I don't see Seth Rollins as Superman or Batman. Like, that would be the hardest, I think, to get. But I'm trying to think of myself. Like, who would I cast as Superman and Batman out of WWE wrestlers? The hurricane. Stand back. There's a hurricane. Oh, it's just me it's just me. So either something happened to him or he got off. If he died, he gets off. Well, no, if he dies, the radio goes red. So it's just me. Maybe he crashed. Maybe his head popped. I'm not going back up there. Not by myself. If there was another person in the city, I would go up there. But no, I'm not responding to calls. Especially when the guy came, he hit me. He jumped that fence. He stopped. Then he saw me and then he hit me. So no. Okay. That's blueberries. But, let's see. Like, current WWE, because you don't want to get The Undertaker to play Superman because he's in his 60s now. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Come on. There's right down the street, there's an emergency garage. If I can make it there. Oh, get out the way, people. Alright, let's fix the vehicle. I don't want to fix the vehicle. I don't know if I could put it up here. I think there's two separate systems. I think there's a system for the hospital over there, and then because there's different. This one is different. Like access garage, and I have to do department vehicles. See, and I have these. So see, I think this one's gonna have my number on it, won't it? The plate. Yep, I think it's two separate systems. Okay, so we're gonna park the vehicle. We're gonna have to get another. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Nope, just stick. All right, access garage, department vehicles, scout, spawn. And I should spawn inside of this one. Nope. Okay, the vehicle was locked. See, this one's different. It has my call sign on the plate. This is how I remember it. Most modern WWE people are super cringe. I honestly can't think of any worthy of movie. There are a few. But nowadays, it's more about over-the-top reactions. Right? Like, if you were to go back to, like, the early 2000s, I could cast you a whole movie. You know? But nowadays, it's all about, like, getting on the mic and scream, like, a Lex Luthor type character, right? A sniveling, conniving, evil person. Who can do that in the WWE? You know? Paul Heyman would be your best choice, but nobody's gonna believe Paul Heyman is Lex Luthor. I mean, I don't know, they might. I think Paul Heyman would break a pretty good Lex Luthor, to be honest. It'd be a bigger Lex Luthor than we're accustomed to. Cody Rhodes is doing Street Fighter. There's a couple of wrestlers in Street Fighter, I think. And there's a couple of WWE people in there. You know, I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. Someone I can see doing a good Bruce Wayne. Just the cockiness of it is The Miz. I can see The Miz doing a Bruce Wayne. Just being cocky as hell. Oh. 497 responding. Being like arrogant. I can see The Miz doing it. And he's not too old for it now. I wouldn't say he's too old to do it. Uh-oh. They blew up. They hit the gas pump. Nope.
Oh my gosh. Are you stupid?
Yeah. No, he's right here. He's right here. He's right here.
Stop running. Don't run. Don't run. I'm head popping. I'm head popping. I'm head popping.
Don't head
pop. Do not head pop.
L
No,
that, bro.
no, I'm not.
Alright.
No, I'm head.
Alright.
I'm fucking. I'm on 10. I'm on 10.
Alright, and I have to send you to the hospital, sir. It's just right down the street, though.
Yeah,
I got that A, bro. You can't get away. Come on now. Don't break cuffs again, bro. Do not break cuffs.
Yeah, you have too many cops surrounding you, twin. You're not getting out of this. I promise.
God, y'all.
There's physically no way.
Thank you.
You gotta stop escorting me. You gotta stop escorting me.
I had to rush him to the hospital if somebody wants to go pick him up.
He didn't break.
Thank you.
Alright, anybody need a patch up on here?
I'm at 62, maybe.
Oh, he just stole a cop car.
What do you mean I just sold a cop car? That's my...
No, the guy, he just stole a cop car.
Oh, shit.
Oh. What the hell?
He got away. They told him he wouldn't get away. He got away. That's our friend from the motorbike.
Get in.
Oh my god, he got away, everyone. Well, no, they're chasing him. Code 4 on the P2, one rushed to the hospital. What the heck? And they didn't impound his motorbike. You know what? Hold on. I need to check something. Oh, Okay, doors are locked. I'm making sure the police lock their doors. I don't know if this is an officer. Yeah, it's got light. Okay, the doors are locked. Okay, I was gonna move them and tell the police. If the doors were unlocked, I was gonna move them out of the street and tell the police, look, your cars are parked like I park them right there. Oh, there we go. Let's go see our friend crashed into something. I heard an explosion. Pimp down. Alright, I heard an explosion, so... Is all the cops here? Nope. Yep. Dude, he's took down another cop.
He emailed me. He said,
Upright. Let's see what's going on.
"Game crash, LMAO."
Tell him he's good. Tell him he's good. Like,
and
we know he didn't mean
sent
that.
me his crash report. He sent me his crash report.
I know he didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
Alright.
he said the explosions overrode my computer.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I'll have him back on his feet in a second.
Alright.
Okay,
Surviving
he says he's gonna fly back in. He says he's gonna fly back in.
Alright, there's 2 cop cars over by that other gas station, by the way. 3, 2,
Jackie, on
1.
a different note, come here.
Yep, he crashed. His head popped, and he crashed into the gas station.
Alright, you can get in my car, I can take you back to the, bay.
497, code 4, Strawberry Ave, 1 revived on scene. Look, he's coming back in. That's our friend on the motorbike, by the way. But yeah, honestly, I think The Miz is a good choice for a Bruce Wayne. He can do the range of motions. He's been a bad guy. He's been a good guy. The Superman role, though. I know I might get some flack for this, but if I had to give the Superman role to somebody, it'd probably be Roman Reigns. I know a lot of people, but if you remember Injustice, if you know what that is, Superman goes bad. Superman decides that, you know what, I'm tired this world how it is, I'm gonna make it how I want it to be. And while he thinks he's doing, like, the great works, that he's just basically become a dictator of the world. So I think Roman would be able to pull that off easily. It's not, you know, it's for Samoan Superman, but there's nothing wrong with that. So they just left him. Oh, well, he's gonna come back dead. He blew up, so he's gonna come back dead. That's why I'm hanging out here. And I want to be on this side of the fence in case those pumps blow up again for some reason. That's the same places. Pimp down. That's funny. I want to see a buff Harley Quinn. Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan all day for Harley Quinn. She dressed up as Harley Quinn when she was debuting.
Wait, and route to Atlee Street.
Alright, welcome back.
What was it?
I said welcome back. You missed all the fun.
Yeah, no, it ended up clocking me out, and it wasn't letting me clock back in.
Yeah, I had that problem yesterday. Our friend on the motorbike got pulled over by the cops, shot a cop, and then stole the cop car, surrounded by like 9 cops, and he got away.
TMS.
Go ahead.
But downed officer over in front of Mission Row. Y'all are here right now.
Yep, we have a unit there. All right, officer. I'm gonna wait for that officer to leave out the, yeah. But no, he stole a cop car, surrounded by cops, and drove into a gas pump by mistake. Like, the only person I think other than Liv that can do Harley Quinn would be Tiffany Stratton. That would be an interesting, like, if you had to cast that. That would be a very interesting... Some of the choices people would pick. That's another player right there. And I'm just waiting to see if this guy... The guy said his head popped. They crashed. So if he's coming back in, he's going to appear right here, and he probably will be dead. So, we'll see what happens. Here's a guy just sitting over there. Is that y'all there?
208, or code 4, 208 Atlas Street, 1 patient arrived unseen.
There are people in this city who will shoot at you just to shoot at you. Well, I'm 13. Unlucky 13. I signed in right as
You know, I was
the
expecting
server
that guy on
reset.
the bike to get into some type of troubles at some point.
Yeah, come over here where I'm at, right around the corner. Oh, he didn't come. He's just hanging out in Legion. You know what? I'll go over to Legion. It's right here.
Yo.
Yo. So he gets pulled over by the cops. I get over there, pick up an officer that he downed. And then, like, there's literally at least 8 cops there. And they're all telling him, you're not going to get away, stop running. I watch him hop into a cop car, drive off, and escape. And then
So he actually got in the cop car and got away.
Yep, and then he had a head issue and kind of headache into the gas pumps right around the corner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's been, you were gone for a very interesting couple of minutes.
Of course, I missed all the good stuff.
Trust me, he's coming back, so it's going to start again. That's why I was hanging out over there. So when he flies back in, he's probably going to be down.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're in for an adventure, that's for sure.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Won't want it any other way.
For real.
Look how many cops are in the city. Yeah, I know. 13 is not a bad number. I know. I'm not superstitious. I try not to be anyway. Like, you know what? You can respawn other places here. I'm in the Redline's thing of mine. He doesn't have to respawn right here. He can respawn like multiple places on the map. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this gas station and see if he's got his bike back. I can't believe they didn't impound the bike. Yeah, see, he got his bike back. He already left. That's the car he drove over here, probably from the hospital. He probably spawned at the hospital and then drove back over here. But yeah. Finn Balor would make a great Zod. You're right. He has that look. A lot of people sleep on Finn Balor. He's a jobber, of course. He loses more matches than he wins. But, he gets the job done. He puts people who need, like, to be popular. He'll go in and give them a great match to where they look so good. And The Miz does that as well. I think The Miz has the worst record in the WWE, but he's still one of the most popular wrestlers they've had. Like, his win-losses, if I remember seeing it correctly, it's like 300 wins to like 800 losses. But people still love Miz. I like The Miz. I think he's a great character. Like, who would you cast in his prime, The Undertaker as? Like, if you had to cast him for any comic book role. Any comic book role. Maybe Lobo? Isn't Jason Momoa Lobo now, though? I think he is. You know what? Tiffany Stratton would have made a better Supergirl. I don't really see Harley Quinn when I look at Tiffany Stratton, but she looks a lot like Supergirl. Coming to a theater near you, Rhea Ripley as Catwoman. That would be the weirdest movie ever made. That would be a odd movie. Rhea Ripley as Catwoman. I need to turn my lights on. Otherwise, they can pull me over. Police can pull me over if I don't have the lights on. Rhea Ripley would make a good big Barda. Or a She-Hulk. She'd have to do her skin green, but... I mean, they have the height and the build for both. A good Catwoman, maybe, no, not Zelina Vega. What's her name? Roxanne Perez might do a good Catwoman. I don't know, I'm sitting here, I'm still thinking about it. Who would I cast as Superman? Using WWE stars. A Scottish Drew McIntyre as Superman? I mean, it wouldn't be, you know, but, I mean, that'd be a funny Superman. CM Punk as Ra's al Ghul? I think he could do that. I think, honestly, that's probably the best casting I've done the whole time. Because he has the gray beard, you know. But Ra's al Ghul, who I know from Batman Begins, Liam Neeson played him. CM Punk might could do that job because he looks like him a lot. That's a good tall. Jacob Fatu as Solomon Grundy. Just a big Hulk, or Obafemi. No, Obafemi would be Steel. I don't know. Shaquille O'Neal did Steel, and he was about as tall as Oba. Ethan Page and Grayson Waller could bet. Oh, God. Grayson Waller as... Which one? Ethan Page, yeah. That's a good choice. You need, like, the look. The general look of Superman, and you need to have, like, the attitude. You have to know they can pull off the attitude. I remember they were trying to cast Nicolas Cage as Superman. And I saw the picture and I'm just like, that is not it. Superman does not look like a middle-aged man who smokes 30 packs of menthols a week. Is that our friend right there? Nope, that's not our friend. See, what I like about the other one, that kid, that's a kid. He's probably in his teens. He was respectful. He was like, thank you, EMS. He's not like, oh, you know, la 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 la. I think that guy was going up to that Sustancia Road that's up by the hospital up north. Alright, I'm half tank gas. Nicolas Cage can do a lot. He is a very versatile actor. I'll give you that. But Superman, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have the build for it, I guess. Because this was back before they can inflate your muscles. This was like, you know, way back when it had just been him in the suit. No digital effects like we have today. Because Nicolas Cage isn't a very muscular, like, he is, but he isn't. He finally got to play Ghost Rider. That's one he really wanted to play. He's Spider-Man now. Spider Noir, or he was the voice. I need to watch that. People have been telling me that Spider-Man Noir is actually pretty good. I wanted to watch it, I haven't sat down to do it yet. I need to get keys for this house again as Arya. Just for the garage. He takes any role and cages it. He still makes more movies. Yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about Nicolas Cage, but Superman, that's, you know, okay. But that's a stretch to me. To me. Like, if I had to pick Nicolas Cage for a role in the DC universe. It's not an insult. Deathstroke's a pretty popular character in DC. I think Nicolas Cage could pull that off easy. Deathstroke's one of the most feared villains in the DC universe. I don't know, yeah. He probably would do it, maybe not. Nicolas Cage would probably make a good Two-Face. He probably could play that role very well. But he wanted to be in superhero movies, and he's been in a couple of them now. There is no such thing as the greatest actor, right? There's no such thing. No one, humanity as a whole could not come to a consensus about who the greatest actor is or was. Someone who I thought was one of the greatest actors was Sean Connery. Sean Connery was a great actor. Like, my favorite actor, that would be I wouldn't know. Like, I'd have to... I don't even have a favorite actor anymore. Make him the Joker. Nicolas Cage is a Joker. I mean, it could work. He does know how to do comedy. That might be our friend on the motorbike who just changed his look because the cops know it was him. Obafemi as Doomsday. There's no speaking lines, it's just a giant monster. Didn't Zod become Doomsday in the DC movies? Like, some weird reason? I want to say that's how it went. Let's see. Pull over for a second. I need to look something up. Everybody, give me a second. I need to go out my pee. Alright, everyone, sorry about that. So I got about 20 more minutes in here and we'll hop over into Redline. I don't know if I want to hop over. 497 responding Mirror Park. I don't know if I want to hop into Redline because there's not much I can do in Redline.
My mic or my voice box is messed up.
I
208
can't-
en route to Bridge Street.
What the heck is going on? Can't farm because there's no one there to buy the alcohol or the ingredients. I can't do crime. Have a great day, son. He's going to the same call I am. I think we're headed to the same call.
Not that one.
Oh, you could have got it.
That's all you.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yo, EMS, this guy, please, thank you. Alright,
Your homeboy got pissed on.
Good job.
But he's in progress, bro. He's in progress. He's getting better. He's getting better. You know what I mean?
This guy's not supposed to be tall. Alright, let me go ahead and clean up these ones.
What the fuck? I guess I didn't fucking kill you like that. I guess I didn't. Okay. No, you're getting picked up on scene, bro.
Alright, 3,
What's your
2,
BPM?
1.
I'm like 48 BPM.
What? Oh, that's what's going on. Oh, okay. Alright, bro. GG, though. Wait, EMS, there's one more. One more, EMS. We're here. This guy. Oh my gosh.
And
But what
let's go
happened,
ahead and
bro?
take B.
Everybody, I saw a bunch of people dropping flag. What happened?
Cause of BK, bro. You know that nigga BK? Everybody don't like that nigga now.
Okay.
And his ego's too high. But you know, like there was like 7 of
Dropping
them that
flag
dropped, and
means
there's
they
like
left the
5
game.
or 4 more joining back. So I mean, we got slots.
Everybody found new cities to go to.
Yeesh. Oh, you invited it? Oh shit, I'm fucking you.
Shit,
Nah, I don't want that shit, bro. I'm sorry.
Alright, 3,
Nah,
2,
bro. This
1.
is my family, bro. RPL is my family right here. This wait,
You know everybody in here.
Route
This is
to
my family right here.
Huey.
Alright, bro. GG's though, bro.
I'm running that shit back or what?
Huey? Oh, you can handle that all day. Code 4, Mirror Park. 2 revived on scene. Yeah, Huey Brunt. I know him from previously being in the city. Not friends.
It's the weekend. So I believe y'all can dress in y'all's attire. I actually don't remember.
Okay, no problem, AD. If Sierra does not punch AD in the face, Arya does. Sierra's on good terms with AD. Arya, whenever she sees AD, has a standing order to punch him in his face. And he knows this, and he accepts this. Interesting backstory that I've told it before. Arya had a mom in this city, or someone claiming to be her mom, and they'd had a bad breakup. So, yep, you can do that all day, buddy. You can have Huey all. Oh. I think they got him.
4 Vespucci, 1 patient revived on scene.
I think they got him. I think that was our motorbiking friend. Well, Redline, there's a lot of things, but mostly there's not anything to do in the mornings. Like, normally, like for the past, I'd say, month. Yeah, probably for the past month, there hasn't been police officers in the city in the morning, so no one can do crime. So, police officers weren't getting into the city until like 3 or 4 my time, maybe 5 o'clock some days. And they're only in there for like 2 to 3 hours. That's it. So for like 2 to 3 hours, you had a window to do crime. Other than that, it was just, everybody was just running around. Nobody wants to talk to anybody. There's no interactions going on at all. It's just not fun. It's just not fun sitting in the city with nothing to do. And then you know that as soon as a couple of people, I'm not going to name them, y'all know who they are, when they log in, all of a sudden, the police come in. All of a sudden, you can do stuff. All of a sudden, and then when they're gone, it's gone. Once again, it's just back to dead city. That's why I'm streaming here now for the beginning of the morning. Because there's people here. They're talking. They're interacting. There's stuff to do. It's nice for the people who can, like, have things to do in Redline when they play. But for people who can't, like, there's a reason a lot of streamers are starting to stream later now. Like, the early morning ones. Like, Tater usually was on right now. Joey would be thinking about getting on right now. And I think Tater is on. I don't know. But Tater has no problem, like, just driving around. He'll go sit at the mechanic shop. He can have that one if he wants it. But, yeah, okay, stay.
208 and routes Tangerine Street.
But, for the most people, you know, there's nothing I can do in Redline. Even if I go in there, and I guarantee you that it'll be an early stream if I go in there. I guarantee you, because I can't farm. No one's buying my ingredients. No one's buying... There's no government left to buy my alcohol. So there's no reason for me to farm at all. The farm is dead right now. And there's not really much else to do except drive my car around looking for people who will ignore me when I go to talk to them because they're busy doing something else. It's just, you know, it is what it is. And what I don't like is now, another trend I've seen forming in Redline, is there are people who will actively avoid you. Like, if I was to go up and say hi to people, they'd be like, oh, hi, I gotta go. And it's like, for a city crying out that there's no interaction, a lot of people are avoiding interactions. Like, y'all see, I talk to everyone. I go up to everyone and say, hi, how you doing? I could sit there and talk to Gramps for another hour like we did yesterday. But all we were doing was complaining, and I don't want to be that kind of streamer. You know? I don't want to be a streamer where all I do is complain. It's not fun. And you know what? I probably should just make a crime character in this city and do crime in the morning.
4 Tangerine Street, 1 patient transported to hospital.
It just, there comes a point when people don't have anything to do and they still want to play 5M, you know? But if there's nothing to do in the city, they're going to go find places like I did right here. This is an example. I found something to do. I found a place that has things to do. It's like I could join EMS and Redline, but you heard Gramps over the past 3 days, he had 20 calls. And he's been in the city for like 20-something plus hours. That's less than 1 call an hour. And he's just sitting, you know, driving around, wasting gas. That's the problem right now, and they have to be looking into it, okay? I cannot believe that they wouldn't see this and be like, this is a problem, right? Like, I've seen Elite streams where Elite comes in and there's no cops on duty, so he can't do anything. You know, he goes to the mechanic shop. He goes to the gym. Because I'm already maxed out on everything. I don't need any more gym. It just, like, it's not becoming an issue, but it is becoming an issue. It's slowly becoming an issue. Let me put it that way. Without interactions, the city is dead. If no one wants to talk to anyone, the city is dead. And right now, no one's talking to anyone. Everybody's like, oh, I'm too busy doing grime, or I'm too busy doing this, or like I talked to Sean, I played 2 games of pool with him. We talked to Bramps. That's what we're looking for. But a lot of people aren't getting that. The criminals are having to grind for stuff now. And the stuff they actually need. Like, there's a reason only certain people have access to the black market. And that's because the cops aren't on for other people to get the stuff needed. It sucks. I understand that. That's how it is right now.
208 en route to Olympic.
Like, right now, if there were 3 cops in the city of Redline, you would have multiple people in the city. Because they'd be able to do stuff. They'd be able to, have their little fun. But if there's only 1 cop right now, that means all you can do is sell drugs. Maybe rob a store shelf.
Looks like someone's already on that.
But that 1 cop is gonna be on that person because there's not enough crime going on. Like, you need at least 3 criminals doing crime. It'd be like you need at least 3 criminals for each cop to, like, make cop play fun. Otherwise, it's just gonna be 1 criminal, 1 cop all day. He'll be responding the second you start crime. I'd say 2, maybe 2 to 1. 2 to 1 might be a better ratio. Yeah, 3 to 1 is a 2 to 1. But, I cannot believe that they aren't gonna do something about it. Well, Redline is how they make a living, some of them, so if it goes down and their money starts getting affected because nobody wants to watch them, then, it'll change. But, like, Person A, I'm not going to name the streamers, but Person A is streaming. They're doing their member-thon. And they're doing it in the morning like I am. And nobody's donating members. Nobody's giving them money because they're just driving around. That affects their money. They're going to go find somewhere where they can have stuff to do. So it's not affecting their money, but it is affecting all the other streamers. That's why a lot of us have started playing different games as well. We're trying to see if anything sticks. Yeah, that's exactly it, Michael. That's exactly it. There's nothing for any of us to do until they get on. And then all of a sudden, HDK is on. All of a sudden, Mark is on. All of a sudden, Dan is here. Magically when they come in. And then when they go leave, all the cops are gone with them. They all log out at the same time. I can't really say Mark. Mark did an early stream yesterday and was an officer, so I can't really lump Mark in with that. Mark just comes in at random times and streams. So, I can't really lump Mark in with him. But it's not, like, it doesn't affect me, but it does. Because I do civilian. The government not being there affects me more than anything. That's what affects me, is the government not being there. Because now my farm is completely dead. There's no reason to make wine. There's no reason to take up the space with stuff that I can't get rid of. They either need to appoint a temporary governor or mayor until Dan and Hatchie decide if they want to stay in Redline. Because let me put it this way, they have been able to sign in. But they're not. So, and we all know that Hatchie does have Prodigy, because she's been in there with Haley. Lauren is in there with Haley. They did the Winston sisters the other day. So I'm like, I'm waiting. Lexi's gone. Bucket's gone. Any day now, we might get a message from Hatchie in the Discord being like, yo, we're going to another server, bye. And then there's no government. Is somebody robbing this store? It's too nice of a car. I know who drives this car, by the way. I can't remember, but I've seen the person who drives that car. But, like, it's been... I want to do 2 hours here, and then the rest in Redline. But if I go to Redline right now, I'm literally just going to be driving around. That's it. Nothing else. At least here, it's slow right now, but, you know, there's stuff to do. My God, I need to be Arya. I was about to go up to Apex and buy that motorcycle, but Arya wants that motorcycle, not Sierra. Sierra doesn't have the money to buy that motorcycle. I'll go up there and see who's working. I was looking at the chat. I'll admit it, I was looking at the chat. Well, they're gonna lose, say they lose out. The big streamers will start losing out on people. If, 497 responding Glory Way. The big streamer's gonna start losing out, though, because the smaller streamers are, in a sense, I would say backup, right? Like, we help them get what they need to get done. We, you know, we're the people they play off of. So if all the mid-stream and low-stream start leaving, they're not going to have anybody to help them do anything. Okay, this person either died in their house, which I can't go into. We're going to go look around for a minute. They might be trapped somewhere. I can't see them. That also happens in this city. Let's go see if they're down here, maybe. No. Let's go check around here. More likely than not, they died, and someone picked them up, put them in a car, and are bringing them to the hospital. More likely than not. Okay, so it's right
EMS,
here.
it's all
this
good, EMS. He just hit his head again, EMS.
Alright, no problem. Alright.
No.
497, code 4 on Glory Way. No patient on scene. He said it was all good, though. But if, like... If all of the other streamers were to leave, and it's just them, then it's just gonna be basically 2 cops versus 4 criminals. And that's the entirety of it. With nothing else going on. So I don't know what can be done. I have no... The only suggestion I can say is try to get cops trained that want to work in the mornings. Like, fly in, train the cops that want to be there early mornings in America. You know, there might not be a lot of them, but there's some of them. I don't think the pay or the car prices are the big driving force behind the mass exodus right now. I think it's the lack of interactions because people are having to do so much grinding to get stuff. That's what I think's going on, is that the fines aren't that bad, right? The jail time, it's faster now than it was in 1.8, so they can't be complaining, oh, the sentences are too long. Well, you can get out a lot easier than you could before. The fines might be a little much to some people, but if you're gonna do big boy crime, you know, expect to pay big boy fines. The small tier, like theft of stolen goods, all that, it's not that. It's not that much in pay. There's our friend. Look, there he is on a motorcycle. Are you okay?
I'm sorry.
No problem, you okay?
Yeah, you good?
Yep, I'm good. Alright, be careful out there. 497 responding Los Santos Freeway. But the thing I think is causing the mass exodus of Redline right now is the sheer amount of grinding people are having to do for a reward that most people, the most common answer I get when I ask people, why don't you come back in the city anymore, is that basically what they're all boiling down to is the rewards aren't worth it. Like, you have to grind days to get items that you can use once. Like, they're just saying it's just not worth it to them to do it anymore. And I kind of understand, but at the same time, all of the stuff they're doing can be done AFK. Like, you don't have to stand next to the crafting thing, you know? So, I get where they're coming from. It's like me and the farm.
Please make sure that y'all are in email.
This is 27110, yeah, active EMS.
Go for EMS.
I don't know if you've been called down yet, but I need EMS down here at 070 to pick up a unconscious suspect.
I'm on my way.
That way. Oh, even better.
Helpful. Thank you very much.
This is the call that's coming.
Jack and Sarah, make sure y'all are in emails.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you're good, man.
Everyone say I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some breakfast real quick.
You think?
Get you out the road. Alright, let's get you up. Alright, give you the pain relief. We clean up this wound you got. And pick you up and get you back on your feet. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, sir. Have a good one. I got another call to go to.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
No
You saved my
problem.
life.
No problem at all. I gotta go. I got another call.
Can I give you money?
Nope. 070 he said he needed, though. Where is 070? It would be over here somewhere. Okay, I see it. It's by the gas station up here. .497 code 4 Los Santos Freeway, one revived on scene, heading up to 070.
Wait, we rocked up and he was dead, right? Yeah, so he could even have like 2 minutes left. He might have died of hunger. If he did, bro, that would actually be like...
Nah, he could be
That'd be
picked
so
up.
unlucky.
He's pretty easy. Is he in
I think
cuffs?
he
Well,
died
yeah,
of
he's in
hunger, though.
cuffs.
Yeah, he's in cuffs, yeah. I'm just going to do one quick pat down. Yeah, he's got nothing else.
Alright.
That was a
We have him
big
up on his
bust.
feet. I'll be back up on his feet in about 10 seconds.
Cool.
3, 2, 1.
What happened?
Alright, officers,
know,
have yourself a
you-
great day.
Did you starve?
Thank you.
497 code 4 for the 911 070 revived on scene. Am I the one with the sirens on, or do they have it on too? Yeah, they have theirs on too. That was not the call I went up there. Is this the he? No, this one's a server called Most Wanted. Yes, yes and no. Michael, yes and no. Oh, hey, Games. Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the farm. Yes and no. Would more people coming in would be more interactions. But the problem is that people are coming in, looking for stuff to do, not finding anything, and then leaving. Oh, Kosh, if you're still here, which I know he sometimes lurks, this is the laundromat that you have to come to. Sud's Law Laundromat. That's where you have to go to wash the money. But the problem is that people, even new people, aren't finding anything to do. Because there's no cops. So it's literally, it's not the police's fault. I know that's what I'm sounding like I'm saying, that it's police fault. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. It's that the criminals are salty and they annoy the cops. So the cops get annoyed too. Cops don't want a cop, so they log off. So now the criminals can't do nothing. They get even madder because now they can't do their crime. So when the cops do come back on, they get even more arrogant. It's just a vicious cycle of the W mentality. I can't say pure W mentality, but most people are annoyed there's no cops on, but when the cops get on, they start just doing these asinine things, and the cops get annoyed, and they log off. A lot of criminals are disrespectful to the police for no reason. For no RP reason are they disrespectful to the police. You shouldn't do that. If, Jerry will call the police when he escapes. He'll call the cop and brag. That doesn't help them at all. That makes them want to just quit. Now, Jerry might be a little different. Jerry does it funny. Jerry's funny about it. But, it's a cycle right now. Is this the house I'm thinking of? No, this is not the house I'm thinking of. I'm looking for the TOK house, which I think is right here. Ow. Yeah, this is the TOK house. This is the gang that Gracie and Christy belong to. That's their base. Next to a police station. That's their gang base. At least it was. I'm not sure if it still is, but it was at one point. But that's the thing, you have cops that are, we need cops like RJ, right? Like Maka, because they're not taking it seriously. They're having fun with it, but they are doing their job. That's why I still say Ralph was a great cop. Because he had fun with the criminals. He wasn't just pulling up insta-tasing, which is what got all this started in the first place, by the way. The instant cuffing and the instant tasing started all the animosity between PD and criminals. But Ralph would have fun with them. Opie would have fun with them. Now you have a lot of cops who are just I'm gonna roll up and I need this W. And they don't interact. They don't, and that's the thing. If you don't get good interaction, then there's really no reason to go. Because that's what this is. Everybody will say that this is a game. And it is. 5M is a game. 100%. But I see this as more of a social group. I see this more as social gathering. People coming together and just talking and hanging out. And trying to have a little fun. If anything, 5M would be the mini game that we play while we're socializing. And if there's no socializing going on, then no one's gonna play. But I told y'all 2 hours in here. I need 2 hours so that I can make my promotion. So I should be at 8 hours. So tomorrow, 2 hours should put me over the top for promotion. But let's go back to the hospital and we'll sign into Redline. We'll see. There might be something to do. Yeah, I know. And you know what? Look at his cop character. His cop character is having fun. It's not about, that's what, right now, that's what they need. Now, let me put it this way. They don't need every cop to be RJ, right? They don't need every cop to be Maka or Ralph, or, they do need some serious, strict cops. Because Harry's not that. Harry likes to play, too. Harry likes to have fun with them as well. So we do have a need for strict cops. But it's those strict cops and those criminals that are given the bad name right now. Okay, this is a car I can't park here. There's two systems, I think. I think there's two different EMS systems. Park this one right here. No, unlock it. Leave it unlocked. That way the vehicle cleanup can take it.
535 on the way to Mirror Park Boulevard.
All right, gentlemen, I have to take a flight. Y'all be safe out there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to here. The Be Right Back screen. We are going to... Like, Jim, that's another thing with the police, is that they're not training new officers. They've had one person that I talked to, I think it was like 3 days ago, 2 days ago. And he's put his application in. They accepted his application 2 weeks ago. And he's not been trained. Because there's never any officers to train. Which, that's an oversimplification. There are officers to train, but he might not be, he might not be in the server. There's 8 people in Redline. 8 people. Compared to, what did it say, 52? Yeah, it was 52 in Most Wanted. All right, everyone, give me 1 second while this is loading up. Hey everyone, I'm back. Had to make coffee and breakfast. Let me get the screen back up. Okay, I'll show y'all what Sierra looks like too, by the way. Because I told y'all I changed how she looked. I was leaning into the goth aspect for when everybody was messing with the elite. But that's what Sierra looks like now. Let's see, am I back? Okay, there we go. Let's see, I need to do this. I need to do this. Give me 1 second. I'm trying. There we go. Yep. That's what Sierra looks like now. Different, completely different from the Most Wanted. She actually, nobody really knows Sierra. So I could change everything about her. No one really knows who she is. Oh, I gotta turn off the sound. What don't we know? All right, first off, let's see. Gramps for mayor, liked by. Quiet shift. Oh, okay. Teabag's a member of the government? Wait a minute. What? Is there a new government party that I don't know about? Let's see. Fuck it, I'm paying more. Nice try, horseman. So where is Tooth Pulled today? My face is numb. Ooh. So let's see. No, I don't see anywhere where it says that Teabag is yeah, no. So I don't know. I don't know if is Teabag running the government right now? Okay, first off, I need to look and see nope, just the police. That's weird to see the police open right now. So we're gonna have to do something interesting here. You know what? I'll do it the regular way. I'm fine. I'll do it the regular. I'll just buy a moldy sandwich from the store. I was gonna go get a chicken and go up in Adam, but I'll do it the right way. It'd just be easier to do it this way. I really don't like coming to this gas station because the prices are so high, but for food, I guess I can. I don't think I have cash, though. Do I have any cash? I do not. Do they have an ATM here? They do not. Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. Yep. There we go. We forgot the music. I know it's not 800 anymore to get food. I know they lowered the prices a little bit, but nope. They put them right back up, it looks like. Yep, it's more expensive now, so the food prices have went back up. So Snowy got his way. I can always go get milk at the farm, but I didn't have like a food I can eat at the farm. All right. Oh, geez. I need to, no. I still have I have an hour. I have an hour. At 11, I might have to take a detour into ARC for like 10 minutes because I have a baby I'm raising. I'm trying to get as much I can out of this event. And I need to imprint. And that means, like, I get better stats if I imprint. And I think it was at 11 o'clock. I made one mistake last night and I didn't imprint before I went to sleep. So I had to make another baby to replace the one I had last night. Because the imprint bonus gives them way better stats. Okay. I don't know. Like, I usually put a timer. I'll usually put a timer on so when I have to go do it. But last night, I was so tired. I just was like, I'm not bothered. I think, no, I birthed it today. I hatched the egg this morning. So it definitely would be, it's 4 hours, I think, after it hatches. I thought I just heard someone. It's 4 hours after it hatches, and I hatched it at like 6 o'clock or, no, 7. So yeah, it'd be 11 o'clock when I'd need to go in. And then I'd have to do it again later today. We might have to take a small ARC detour in a little bit. Yesterday I played pool and somebody came up to talk to me, so let's see if I can get 2 for 2. Because Gramps isn't in the city. Damn, no ball. I'm just shooting to shoot, everyone. I'm not actually trying to play pool. Damn, 2 shots and no balls hit. Ooh, this was the worst nightmare. I don't think this can be done. I have to hit the 1 ball, but I can't hit the 9 ball. I think it's physically impossible. The best I can hope for is this right here. Oh, I got it. There we go. It's not impossible. It's not a myth. I have seen it. That's the 9 ball. Wait a minute. Oh, this is another bad shot. This is gonna miss. Nope, I hit it. I just tapped it. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't know who's in the city. There's 8 people. Oh, that was so close. All right, let's see. This is not going to sink the purple one. Oh, it did. Oh, but it sunk the cue ball. Oh, ball. Let's see. I like the pool tables here. It gives something to do, but I was kind of hoping somebody else would be, like, around Legion. Maybe not a Legion worker, but just somebody, like, looking for something. Oh, well. I'm honestly surprised no one's tried to steal my car yet. Like, nobody has attempted it. And I think maybe because people would know. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, that's not your car. We know who drives that car. But if there was like 4 or 5 in the city, they probably would. But yeah, see, this is my problem. Like, at least in MW, I had stuff to do. Hey, Carmine. So I can ask, Carmine, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer. 100%, this is a guilt-free. I'm asking questions, that's all. I'm not insinuating. I'm just asking questions. But what could we do, in your opinion, to make Redline better? Like, if you don't want to answer, believe me, I understand. But what can be done to make the city better? The only way we have discourse, right? That's the only way things change, is if people talk. Okay, what is that? That is the orange ball I have to hit. I sucked the cue ball. If hitting the cue ball in was part of the game, I'd be the best player in the city. Again, cue ball, what is going on? I used to be good at pool too. Like I used to be able to come here and like just have no problem knocking it out the park. But I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. I'm not trying to be like, because I know that some of the devs watch, streams while they're doing their stuff. So I don't want to get anyone in trouble by like, oh, this is what's wrong. Let me tell you, blah, blah. No, that's not what I'm doing. But without civil discourse, nothing changes. So it's sometimes good to hear others' opinions and see what they're thinking, because you never know. Carmine might have the answer to fix everything, and he just doesn't think, that nobody will listen. There's a possibility that something he says can click and be like, you know what, that's a good idea. My opinion right now is that we don't need government. We don't need DOJ. There's just not enough to sustain it. It's a great idea in practice, but if we had like 80 people in the city, yes, we need government to keep lights on, all that. But for right now, with at the most 40 people in the city, and mostly they're not working, the government's just kind of there. Oh, look at that. And the DOJ, I get where they were going for it, right? I don't miss being a lawyer, but there are some things that I like doing in it. It wasn't all bad. But it's too slow for its own good. It seems like it's made promises that it can't keep. But that's just scheduling, okay? That's not the DOJ. That's trying to get all these people together. That's the issue. It's not anything that the DOJ has done. It's just scheduling. Some people can't show up for court certain days. Oh, I thought that was the 9 ball that went in. It was the cue ball. But like all the cases they have now should just be dropped. If it's a frivolous suit, if it's like something that's not going to majorly impact the city, then they should just drop the cases and just be like, look, a cop ran you over, their lights were on, you were in their way, you can't sue them for that. Like, I guess, what am I trying to say? Cases with no merit would be the thing, And I don't know, there might not be many cases left on the docket. They might have went through them. Like, everybody's surprised the class action lawsuit that I did my last case went like it did. Why? If I wouldn't have settled out of court or I asked my clients, would they be willing to settle? I didn't tell them, hey, let's settle. I asked them, would you be interested in a settlement if one was offered? They all said yes. So I gave them the option. I didn't just go, hey, look, I think that's somebody trying to steal my car now. I saw somebody running toward it. Nope, there's Lester. What? Yep. There's the cop. Oh, there we go. I think that's Maka's cop.
That's easily worth a couple of mil. Holy shit.
Hello.
Hello. I was just admiring your car.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
Had
it for about a week now.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
Do you want to test drive it?
I can't. I'm on the clock, so.
Okay.
Are you the only one on duty?
No, this is another one.
Yep, let me get off the road.
Alright, I appreciate you guys, but yeah,
right.
Nice car.
Thank you. Hi, Lester. Yep, that's Maka doing cop, but Oh, yeah, you're right.
Sorry, boys. You are correct. There we go. See, I keep forgetting. That's the one downfall. Okay. All right, there we go. I forgot what I was talking about before we saw the cop pull up. But, it is what it is. The city, we need civil discourse, needs to be... Oh, the lawsuit, yeah. The settlement, I offered to, if they wanted, because they both kept complaining. The two people involved would call me every day asking, well, how's the case going? How's the case going? And my answer to them every time would be like, I've heard nothing. Right? That's my answer. And after about 3 or 4 days, they all were like, they were getting impatient. So I said, look, if I offered a settlement and the police would take it, would you be interested in that to get this over with? And they both said yes. No hesitation either. They both instantly agreed to it. So I know that the city was hoping for like a big lawn out. Ooh, Jesus. Leia, watch where you're going. I know they were hoping for like a long court case or anything, but we probably would still be waiting. Because to be honest, I haven't seen Dallas and John in the city at the same time, I don't think ever. And those were the two that were involved. But they wanted, I asked them, what amount of money would you be looking for, right? And they were like, no money. They were like, we want Officer, I'll say it now, it's over with, it's been months, Officer Mercer. We want him striped, his record striped. Harry agreed to that instantly. So every party got what they wanted. You know, everybody went home happy. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing that, oh, they settled I can't believe they settled the class action. Why? Everyone got what they wanted. There's the other cop. Hello. Hello. That's Owen. But, all parties got what they wanted. What now? There's medics? There wasn't medics a few moments ago.
Young medic, can I help you?
Hi, Gramps. I didn't see y'all were here, so I'm at the Sandy Hospital. Where are you at?
I'm just gonna get some food when I can come back. I'll meet you
Where
at
are you
Sandy
at,
Hospital.
though? Well,
I'm
no,
in
I
the
can meet
city.
you. I can meet you at the city.
All right, I'll be there. I'll be back there in a couple of minutes.
Okay, all right, bye.
All right.
Oh, we gotta go back to the city. Well, Gramps is in the city. But, like, every party, Harry got what he wanted because he didn't have to go scouring backlogs of cameras looking for stuff. And the two people got what the two clients got what they wanted. It was a win-win for everyone. Even I got paid. But I did a lot of people were hoping that this would be like some blown up thing, but the DOJ was, Rodney and CJ, I was a lawyer at the time. They were telling me that they had so many cases. I'm like, I could get right now. Easy as pie. Hi, Michael. But, you know, so I get it. I get why I got let go for lawyer. And, you know, after a while, I understood what happened. The DOJ is in the police's pocket. That's all I can say to this day still. I'm not able to, they're able to joke with me, but I have to be 100% dead serious with them. So, that's, you know, one of the things me and Frank's arguing, that had nothing to do with, Eddie. Had nothing to do with Eddie. It had everything to do with Frank's attitude. When he threatened to punish Eddie for me yelling at him, he should have been fired. That is corruption. That is telling someone, oh, well, you know what? You're pissing me off, so I'm going to take it out on this person here. That's corruption. But no, nothing was ever done. Nothing was ever done. He's still an officer. Nothing. So I know that the PD is in the DOJ. The DOJ is in the PD's pocket. Oh, I just ran a red light. I'll be like, I have to go to the hospital. That's what I'd tell him. That's probably Maka anyway. I'd be like, I have to go to the hospital. I'm having a diabetic attack. And when I got out the car, I'd be limping, so... Plus, on here. Oh. I thought I just, had a sea crash.
What's happened here?
Some lady just ran me over, laughed at me, and drove off. I was trying to cross the street.
Yeah, you got some bumps and bruises on your leg, leg and your upper body.
Yeah. I was crossing the street. She changed lanes, ran into me, called me a bad name, and then drove off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, that feels better. That tickles.
Well, it may do sometimes.
You have a good day so far? You just wake up?
I just woke up. What?
Huh?
Give me 1 second.
Let me get this off the thing. Okay.
Yeah, I've just woken up, so I'm still getting myself together.
Okay. Do you know if the government has changed?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Teabag said that he's gonna do the owner-operator of the Up and Atom. Like he's deciding who it is.
Oh, right.
And that's a government job. Yeah, I don't know if he
You can't just say, I own it.
Yeah. Well, no. He's the one. He said he's the one deciding who gets it.
Who's this?
Teabag. He owns the farm.
Who's Teabag?
The Equal Voice Party.
Well, he hasn't been voted in. You can't just.
I know.
Take over.
It's on Birdie. He's like the 4th or 5th post down. I didn't hear anything about this.
Don't miss this opportunity. We will review all businesses, applications, and inquiries for this opportunity. If you would like to discuss a new business idea, explore opportunities, or
I don't know.
please book an appointment.
There's a reason you haven't seen Franks in a while. Because he's involved in so many lawsuits, they don't want him around.
So when did that happen?
That's my opinion. That is not, I don't know that for sure. That's my opinion. But yeah.
I don't see anything in the on the email systems.
I know, but I saw that this morning and I'm like, good for him. But I don't know if that means he's the government now.
Well, I mean, I've got no idea. I don't know what the hell's going on in this city. To be honest, I've got no idea.
Oh, he's not in the city.
Well,
I was
I'm
gonna
saying
call
I've
him.
no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No
But
idea.
I mean, we lost Lexi, lost
I know we
Bucket.
lost all of those,
Yeah, somebody I guess had to step up and take over.
but there's no announcement.
I know. I looked all throughout Birdie and there's nothing. Let's see. Maybe Trendy?
There's nothing.
Let me look up Trendy.
You go and get some food. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just had to go buy
see.
sandwiches.
I'm just gonna nip down to Bob's Burgers.
All right,
get
all
some
right. Have a good one.
burger shop.
I'll see you later. I'm so glad he's back, y'all. I'm so glad he's feeling better, like IRL feeling better. Because, like, he had a major surgery. Like, he could have had something bad happen this surgery. And it wouldn't have been out of place. right? It wouldn't have been like a freak accident. So I'm glad everything went great for him. If anyone deserves it, it's him. So this light was green, but the other one was red. So technically I can argue that I did stop, but the light was green. Alright, is Maka hanging out in Legion? Nope. Nope. Anywhere? Anywhere? Nope. Nope. I can't even see behind me. I looked behind me like I could see. I'm so tempted, everyone. I am so tempted to get into a police chase. Just to see. But I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be good. I don't have a police record. Okay, let's see. Okay, Gia just messaged me saying she'd help me with my app. She got in first try. She got in the first try. So, I think I know what they're looking for. And I'm hoping that they're not holding, like, personal information. Because they're like, well, on their first page, they're like, okay, well, when the SpaceX IPO started, stuff is a wild gamble. Good luck, everyone. I'm not directly involved. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But, they have on the first page, they have a section like, tell us about yourself. Well, just like here, I really can't discuss that much. I mean, I can tell you what I do for a living. I can tell you general location of where I live, like time zone, all that. But I can't go into, like, I was born on this day, my blah, 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 like my name is, my family's name. I can't do that. I've signed an agreement with my job that I can do this, but I have to keep everything about where I live and how I work confidential. Because let me put it this way, if a family member can sue my company for anything, they are going to sue. That's how people get rich nowadays, is through lawsuits. It's no longer hard work and showing that you're the best. No, it's by having some accident happen to you that you can blame on someone else. That's sad, but that's how it is. I was in Walmart the other day and I saw a lady pour water on the ground. And I walked away and I know for a fact, if I'd have stayed there, she'd have probably slipped and fell in the water. Which is dumb because they have cameras going everywhere. You know what's sad though? They'd rather just settle out of court. If you do that, if you pour water on the ground, I'm not saying don't go do this today. But I know back in the day, like the early 2000s, if somebody poured water on the ground and slipped on it, Walmart would settle with you out of court. Because it'd be cheaper to give you the little, like, groceries you're asking for or stuff like that than to go to court. But, yeah, so, I mean, I can try. I'm gonna try to write a backstory. Like, I'm 100% telling y'all right now. I'm using Gemini for the backstory, though. Like, I can't be bothered. I wrote a really good backstory. A really good one. I wrote. And they're like, no, low effort. And I'm like, okay. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, see, the yeast is done. So, like, literally, that's it. The farm is done. Until the restaurant opens up, and then who's to say they even want to buy from me? You know? They might buy from the local and be like, you know, we don't care. Let me see, can I trick this over there in that hole? Nope. There's a little hole right there I used to throw stuff into. So, yep, that's it. The restaurant should have no food in it. It should have all spoiled by now. I'll be honest with y'all, I don't feel like doing crime in a Redline. I just don't feel it. I've listened to too many people who have told me that the reward is not worth it, and then having robbed the stores and how long it took me to get that chop shop, I kind of can agree with them. And all the groups, like crime groups, are gone now. except the boys. Like, you don't see a lot of people doing crime together anymore. Now it's just like one or two people that, you know, used to be there'd be like entire groups that would get together to do crime. Now it's like 1, 2 people, that's it. And they're not going to be like, hey, come and join us. No, they're not going to do that. It's just the interactions. That's the issue in my eyes. Is that no one's getting interactions. I spend probably more money on car washes than I do food. I'll do it though, man. This car looks so good though when it's clean, just like the cherry blossom. It looks like we haven't had a car show. They're having a Cars and Coffee tonight, right? That's a city-sponsored car show. I mean, if I owned a mechanic shop, I'd probably be having a car show every week with a different prize. Every week, a different prize. Like second and third place would get, like third place would get 50% off an order. Second place would probably get like a free upgrade, like, you know, a regular upgrade. And then first place would get like a specialized, like all-wheel drive or tires, you know? Like second place can get an engine upgrade or a brake upgrade, you know, on any car they want. And just do it every week. Because it doesn't take much to do. I could do them right now, to be honest. I could throw my own car show, just pay for the stuff in advance. I don't even need the mechanic shop to be open. You know? I could just go up to Roxwood, be like, yo, car show, first place this, second place this, third place this. And then give them the money. You know? If an engine upgrade costs $50,000 or $5,000, let's say it costs $10,000. You know? Give them $5K and then tell John, send him an email saying, hey, look, this person gets this. I'll pay you. I'll make it worth your while. But it would be better if the mechanic was there. Like, I know y'all remember, I used to never come to the city. Now, I spend most of my time in the city because this is where people are. But the interactions definitely are the thing that needs to be changed in the city. You can't force them. Like, you can't force someone to talk back to somebody. But, like, if I did crime and somebody came up to me and was like, I'm new, how do you make money? I definitely would be like, oh, I rob stores, let me show you how. You know, let's go to the gym, get your skills up, you can help. I definitely would be that person. But there's a lot of people, like Casey probably would let me do crime. But that's more of a fact as he knows who I am, right? He knows who I am outside the server. If I was just some random person, I might do that. I might just make a random third character and just walk up to people and like ask them if I could join them do crime to see what they say. We had a server. Oh, he's not here. We had a server I was in. I was in it for about 2 weeks, I would say. It was decent. I think it was called Blue Wolf or Blue Moon, something like that. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to try crime in this city. No one would talk to me. No one would talk to me. So I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't stay there long. So I went to my friend's server, who was open at the time. And I told her about what happened, and she was like, how would that work here? I said, you know, we're a tighter community. We might not like, you know, we might want the interaction, right? So I think the people would talk to you. So she made a male character and put on the male voice, and everyone ignored her. Everyone was like, I can't be bothered with this. So it's not just a Redline thing. Because you're worried about, like, if it's undercover cop, which I don't think we have undercover cops in Redline yet. But you gotta be willing to, if you're gonna come into the city, you gotta be willing to take a chance. I took a chance by coming into this city. I could have been in this city for a month and had no one talk to me. And everybody's like, that's just a stupid, you know, your ideas are dumb. We don't like your character. You know, which could have happened. Uh-oh. We got both cops here. I could have just zoomed past, but they know who it is. Like, Maka knows whose car this is. Plus, my windows are all busted out. It's not hard to see the green air. I played the sad trombone horn. The wah, 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 wah. Oh, that's funny to me. That guy's probably like this. But you gotta be willing to take a chance if you're going to go into any city. That's why I tell everyone, talk to everyone, say hi. Just even if you go and introduce yourself. Hi, my name's Arya. What's your name? My name is da 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 da. Okay, even if they run away, you know what? You now know someone. If they see you again, they might be like, hey, I know her. In MW, that's how I met a lot of people. I just ran up to them. Hi, my name's Arya. What's your name? And then I would remember their names. I'd meet them later, and they'd be like, oh, your name is, and then I'd tell them their name. But, like, the interactions, that's what's missing in this city, I think. I'm just driving. Like I said, I told y'all this is what would happen. I told y'all it would just be me driving around. And I might actually have to end early because now, my patient is diabetic, okay? I'm not giving, you know, that's not giving anything away. My patient's diabetic, so we have to get the testing strips. Well, for the past 2 days, it has said her blood sugar is 24. If your blood sugar is 24, you are in a diabetic coma in the hospital. She is fine. So we have to go probably visit their, what you would call a genius bar, like the Apple thing, you know, to make sure that we got the right strips for the machine she's using. Because it's sending all this to, you know, a place that's monitoring her vitals. And they're freaking out. The past 2 days, they've called me freaking out, asking why am I not at the hospital? And I'm like, because she's standing right here next to me, not dead. You know, the machine, something's wrong. But they don't, I'm not going to do that right now. There's no reason. Probably would be after 11 or 12. So I might have to end at 11. Let's see. I do want to see. They said they raised the prices of all these cars. They said all of these car prices had been raised a lot. 2.6. Yep, they raised them instead of 1.3. They doubled them. That's what somebody wanted that one. I forgot who. But I know somebody was talking. They wanted that. I hope they got it. A lot of people are pissy that I was able to get this car. Like that they're still taking special orders here. A lot of people got pissy when they found that out. Well, I mean, Bucket and Lexi's logic is, like, I get it. It would cost way more to stock those cars than it would be worth to the city. Like, if they sold them for 1.6 and they're costing them 1.1, people are going to finance them. It's going to take forever. And they're not going to see that money. So I get why they were like special order and you have to pay in advance, even though some people didn't pay in advance. Harry got one and put it on finance instead of buying it outright. But Harry's good for it. Harry learned that money. But I was told straight out, you have to buy it up front. We're not financing. I wondered who that was that they were arresting. I kind of want to just, like, tell an officer, hey, let's go out somewhere. Uh-oh. Let's go out somewhere. You'll chase me, and I'll see if I can't get away. But it doesn't work like that. I would definitely do that if I was a officer. Somebody's like, you know, He was talking to somebody, so somebody's there. Either those cops are still there or they're at the police station, so I'm gonna speed. I need to go get my farm, get some milk. I should have brought some with me. God, this thing handles so good. Another reason, by the way, I let Elite drive the car. It wasn't like to be like, haha, I have this car. It's that, y'all, he's an admin. Like, if it needs to be changed, he could tell him, hey, look, this thing is blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to be, you know, knowing or anything like that. That's why I offer to let everyone who's an admin drive the car. I let everyone drive the car, to be honest. But, like, if French were to roll up in Legion and I'm there, I'd like, you want to test drive it? Not because I'm like, let me show off my cars, because, hey, it might be too good. You know? When I say I want to help the server, I've not asked for anything in return. You know, I complain about it a little, and I don't want to. But I'm not alone in these complaints at the moment. Like, even y'all are having, like, fatigue of it. It's fun when, you know, Opie and French and all of them are doing their stuff. But, like, right now, there's just not much going on. Yes, 10:30. Let me take a second. Let me see what time these people go to lunch. Okay. Yeah, I might end at 11 today and then go out there. Because the medical reasons. It's going to take her about half an hour to get ready to go anyway. Then my partner wants to go, and I don't think she's free until 11. I'll do the ARC thing, and then I probably could do the ARC thing now, but I don't know. I got my big dinosaur, though. I do kind of want to show that off, because if you've played ARC, raising a Gigantosaurus from a baby, from an egg, that is a accomplishment. A lot of people do not have the patience for that. It takes a long time. Because when a dinosaur is a baby, you can't leave. Like, you have to sit there and hand feed it. So it takes a day for it to become not a baby. Now, granted, there's a little thing that can bypass that right now, and I did use it. But it's still, it still took 4 days on 2 times. Let's see. Let me get milk. This car is going to be the stress death of me. Kind of interested to know how the SpaceX stuff's going. He is right, though. This is something. Yep. Like, any kind of space discovery at all could change the entire... What happens if they launch a shuttle one day and we actually get definitive proof of another spaceship coming through the galaxy? Like, you know, they're making a movie about that. I forgot what it's called, Declassification Day or something like that. But in there, the aliens are hostile, and I don't like that. Like, I don't believe an alien, like the first aliens we meet, are going to be hostile. Right? I just don't believe that. Because if that was the case, why haven't we already been conquered? Because we would be the bread and butter for them. A society that can't fight back with the weapons they have, you know? But I don't think we're advanced enough to where, like, other species would be like, hey, we need to add them. we still, the anger, the greed is still too prevalent in ourselves. The superiority's there as well. You know, every living human being feels superior to every animal on this planet. Even though the animals live more peacefully than we do. Like, sure, the lion eats a deer, but that's the circle of life. The lion does that so he can live. He doesn't do it for sport. That's probably true more than you know, Kosh. Now, I'm not saying one species of animal is better than one species of another, but animals live in harmony for the most part. For the most part. There are a couple of asshole animals. We all know. But humans probably, if you want to go by it, we kill things for sport. You know? No other real, like, I don't know, I can't say that. There has to be another, like, animal out there that will kill something just to kill it. There has to be. But for the most part, animals live peacefully with each other. They understand, you know, look, a lion can eat me at any moment. I understand that. You know, but if I genuinely just stay away from them, I'll be fine. I need gas. I should have got gas up north, but I didn't. There's a cheap, I think they said this is a cheap gas station right here. Let's see what he wants for gas. I've been told this is cheap. Yeah, that's cheap for what he wants. That's about maybe a couple more cents than I paid Eddie. I guess the difference between animals... Now, if animals had access to weapons we do, I think it would be kind of the same. But, like, humans take it too far sometimes. Like, realistically, we should never go to war. There should be a way to let cooler heads prevail. You know, it should never come to, like, fighting. War is old men arguing and young men dying. You know, or to quote another one, war never changes. I mean, they got a point. I'm getting off on a tangent I don't want to get into. Like, it's just gonna be me and Gramps in the morning now? About a radio show. Gramps and Arya in the morning.
Hey. Oh, mobile, yay!
Yep, there you go. Yep, I had to go. I came down here and then I realized I didn't have any, so I ran up to my phone. Yeah, I mean, Joey's not buying it no more, so gotta do something with it.
Well, you know why, don't you?
I never see him anymore.
No, he's probably got your cow.
They might have. I mean, you know what? I bet you he milks it tenderly, so it's okay.
He's got your cow with his own personal milk.
Yep.
Yeah, he willing to share it.
But he likes Mommy's milk, but apparently Mommy left, so he's got to get it somewhere.
Alright, good, yeah. So I look at the emails, and I noticed in the announcements that this person is doing this thing. It's just Roxwood. Oh, you got a text message. It's just Roxwood.
Yeah. Well, Gia left, and she gave up the restaurant.
Cool, come in.
Gia got RP of the month and then left the city. That's hilarious in my mind, everyone.
On the beach.
Ew.
Might appear.
Well, go help him. I'll be here.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Yep, alright. But I might not. I might take a nap. Yeah, let him go do his job. I'm not going to sit here and hold him up. But yeah, no, if Maka ever came in the city and I saw him and he saw me in his car, hell yeah, I'd give him the keys. I know he's a developer. He'd probably be interested in it. But I'm not the only one, by the way. Somebody else bought a S Plus and they said theirs is really fast. It's not as fast as accelerating, but it's quick and it takes turns like this. So I don't know if they've done work to the S Plus cars, like balancing issues. Killer whales do torment seals by throwing them in the air. But see, they eat them. Right? Like, I know people who shoot deer just to stuff them, just like to get their head. Like, they'll sell the meat. And sure, somebody might eat it, but somebody might not. Killing for sport is a difference, in my opinion. Like, humans kill for sport. Animals, I mean, there has to be one out there that does. I don't know. Like, I can't speak for, I don't know every species. But whales are mammals. Like, you know, they're close. Ow. Sorry, I had an eye twitch just then. Felt like something landed in my eye, like a piece of dirt or something. God, this thing is rapid. Let's go for airborne. Whee! Uh-oh. That's one way to stop. Just coming by the old hospital. Alright, let's see. Yep, we're gonna take a little detour real quickly into the world of Ark. If y'all want to say, feel free. If you don't, I understand. We're gonna go into the world of Ark real quickly. I need to check on this dinosaur. If y'all want to see a humongous dinosaur. Uh-oh, hold on, what happened here? So far, I'll be watching the Canada game as I live in Canada. And where they're at. Okay, somebody's asking about the World Cup in Discord. Alright, let me turn the Be Right Back on. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Up. RJ's playing Echo RP. See? Listen, I do want to get in there, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's gonna be another city. House cats can really mess ecos. Yeah. Yep. Well, the bunny rabbits destroyed Australia for a while. Back when Britain owned them, a guy who lived there wanted to go on a rabbit hunt. So they let like hundreds of rabbits out. And the problem was these were trained rabbits. Like they were human-raised rabbits. So the rabbits weren't afraid of the humans. So they didn't want to hunt them because they weren't running. They were coming up to the humans wanting food. So they didn't hunt them and they just let them go. And rabbits are not natural to Australia. And they really messed with the ecosystem. Like I said, I've been watching these weird historical facts videos. There's 2 people in the server I'm going into on Ark. And okay, let's see if this dinosaur needs help. I'm gonna turn the background music off because this has music. There's a few mods that I use. Okay, so I have those 2 out. This turns the clouds off, this turns the fog, and then this lowers the grass. This game, performance-wise, is horrible. Horrible if you don't use certain mods. Okay, so this is the little thing I'm raising right here. It does not need care yet. This one is a new friend. Ooh, it's almost done. I think it has enough food to last. But this guy right here I need to see. It's hard to see him when you have a big guy above it. Yep, I'm not going to be able to see him with that guy right here. Okay, so this... He wants care in, what did I say, 15 minutes? I think it did. Like I said, it's hard to see when they're small. You know what? Maybe this will help. Yep, okay. You want, 54 minutes, so it was 11 o'clock. So what are you at, though? 61%? He definitely has enough food. Okay, so we need to take out this guy and this guy. This is my pink dragon. It's very, very rare. You'll get like hot pink is very prevalent, but a Fister pink is what they call this in GTA. Very rare color. Took me a long time to get this. This is not the big dragon, or the big dinosaur either. This is just a fast way to get over here where I need the food. This happens here every time. Did the guy get his horse? There's the other dragon. Oh, I hope the horse didn't die. That'd be sad. That was such a pretty horse. Okay, here's the big dinosaur, by the way, for everybody I've been telling y'all about. Like, this is pretty big. There's fish here. I need the fish. He just tears. It doesn't matter what level they are. He just destroys them. But see, I'm in the saddle. That little bitty white dot is my head. And like I showed y'all the dragon first, because that's pretty big. Alright, that should be enough fish to make that thing live. Uh-oh, something there. More fish, okay. Chip, that's the big... This takes so long to raise this big dinosaur. And I had to neuter him, otherwise he goes crazy. He could eat me. Like, if he gets hungry, he'll kick me off, and then just, I'm his dinner. But if you neuter them, it doesn't happen. They don't have that urge. That's what she said, yep. I still need to paint my base. I built this base with an idea of painting it and putting designs on it, and I haven't done it yet. It's meant to be... I hate building cubes, but this is meant to be a cube. Put this up. It has not been decorated on the inside. I'm still just putting stuff around. This is another big boy. I had this one already here. This one's just fast. It can run. And when you eat something, it gets even faster. Oh, that's a level up. But yeah, that's what this one. This one is when I really need to fight like something big. The other one gathers meat way, way faster. I'm gonna take damage here. It's so long of a fall. I lost over a quarter of my life. Nothing else. This is fun. I was about to say, why can't I take it? This is fun. Let me go give this fish to this thing, though. He only eats fish, and fish are a rarity on here. You can only find them in like 4 different places. Thank God I know where one of them is. It's not smart to raise these here, but it's safe to raise them here. I'm showing off my dinosaurs. This is my Pegasus. Technically my Pegasus, my flame horse. He is great for base building. He can stop on like heights. The dragon will just like keep going and it'll overshoot. But this next thing I just recently got. I traded someone for it and I didn't think it would be as good as it is. But this guy. He's a hang glider. Like he can fly pretty much across the entire map. You gotta go down, and then you shoot up, and you get the height, and then you just kind of level off. You can just go pretty much across the whole entire map on this one guy. In one jump. And then when he stops, he destroys everything you hit until he stops. And he's quick on the ground. But this thing's fun. I don't really use it that much. Because I don't need speed in this one. But yeah, it's fun. What did he get? Oh, he got... Why does he have this? Oh, that's in the other one's inventory. They dropped their inventory. And I'm also raising this in the meantime. This thing destroys insects, and y'all watched me go through that cave the other day. All of that stuff is insects. This thing would, even at level 40, it would tear through them. But yeah, I need to paint all of this. I built a basement. I know none of y'all are like, wow, but... Built a basement with hidden refrigerators, because it's for an item that during the summer, they have an event. And you need a certain item. Okay, that's still going. Give me 1 second, everyone. Let's see. Here. Here. Go this right here. We're gonna go. We'll go here. All right, everyone. I'm gonna end it right here. I gotta go to the it's basically like, it's the hospital, but it's not the hospital, if you know what I mean. It's like the clinic type place. But, we need to go get this done. This is a health risk, so I need to go get it done. I appreciate all of y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna send y'all over to Tater. He's streaming. I've rated him a bunch, but not lately. So I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I really do. We're gonna try to do it tomorrow. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I appreciate everyone who has been here today. Thank you very much, Games, Anime, and Music, for the member. Appreciate that. Thank you also to Nicholas Selvig 54. I probably mispronounced it, but I appreciate all of y'all's generosity. I do. All right, y'all have a great day. And y'all honestly go look at that SpaceX iPro stuff, because it is an interesting thing to look at. JD is right. It is something that can change the course of our lives. It really can. It's amazing to think that one or two things, small things, could change the course of how we see everything. Like if we discover alien life, are we gonna be like Starship Troopers or are we gonna be like Star Trek? You know, are we gonna go to war with it or are we gonna go try to be peaceful? It's interesting philosophical questions. But I hope y'all all have a great day. I'm gonna send y'all over Squeeze Tater, Maka streaming, Freak Show streaming, and somebody else was. I'm not sure. I can't remember the name. Sorry, but oh, Canadian Gamers, Eddie Mopar. So if y'all want to go watch any of them, y'all be good, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.